now. And blue sky post going now.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we rolling into it hot, or are we on open mic for 5 minutes?
We're on open mic for 5 minutes.
Sounds good, sounds good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Woo.
I did want to ask, and no is perfectly acceptable. Is there any chance I could consider the small sword in the knife weapon category instead of the sword? And I only ask because the sword crit specialization is completely worthless to me.
It is technically a sword. It has the word sword in it.
What is a knife but a small sword?
It's just a really big knife.
I could follow it up
That
with some
gets into that.
history.
A sword is
Yeah.
just a long-bladed knife.
But hear
know,
me
yeah.
out, 'cause I could
Pretty
follow
much,
it up
yeah.
with some historical reasoning.
Right.
You know,
I mean,
if you could,
I'm not kidding. I'm serious.
No,
Because-
let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Because, okay, so the knife crit specialization is 1d6 plus potency bleeding. Now,
Yeah.
the small sword, when it was used in the 16th century, 16th, 17th, roughly, has a triangular cross-section as opposed to the typical diamond cross-section of a sword. Now, this was particularly bad in those times because it would make a triangular suture. Or it would make a triangular hole, which was very hard to suture at the time. So even if you took a flesh wound from a small sword, very likely you would bleed out, get an infection, and die.
Okay.
true.
Yeah.
So I just figured, it's good at making things bleed. Nah, again, at this point I'm just joking around, but
I mean, I get it. Like, I'm from Texas. I mean, Jim Bowie, it's like he had that big ass knife. It's like, at what point does a big ass knife just a really short sword?
that is the question.
Yeah.
And if you really think about it, if somebody who was a size larger than the rest of us were to hold it, it would absolutely be a dagger for them.
That's a good point.
Right, but then you would change. Likely, you would probably change the stat block for it. You would say, this short sword in the hands of this big guy. We're just gonna
I'm just
stat it
saying.
as a dagger.
The crit specialization of swords is ass.
Oh yeah.
It's
I forget
a-
what swords does.
It makes your if you critically strike, it makes the target off guard until the end of your next turn. Unfortunately, my targets are always off guard.
Always off guard. Yeah. I mean, it could be handy in those weird one-offs where you find, very alert type enemies where it's like, oh, this guy, that doesn't happen with him. You know what I
That's
mean?
what
Or
I got
something like that.
demoralization for.
Yeah. Let's see. Knife. You're looking for knife one-handed?
Was I?
Yeah.
I was asking if I could use the crit specialization of the knife weapon group.
Well, I mean, but you would normally use knife one-handed. Yeah, because you're not trying to use a two-handed weapon.
No, the small sword's a one-handed weapon.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, best we can do is chakram for knife group. That's what Hadar uses now.
Yeah.
You can throw it.
I mean-
it counts as a knife. It has a D8. It's one-handed. All the good things.
I respect it.
That was great to end the countdown on.
I feel like I made a solid argument. I don't feel bad coming out of that one.
Oh boy.
Plead your case.
Yeah, plead your case. Hello. Good evening. Welcome everybody back to finally part 15 of the Ring of Arorynn. We got everything's figured out now. We're good to go. God, it's been a minute since I did an intro for this.
Yeah.
Vote on your phones if you think that a small sword should be considered a knife.
There you go.
Can I get a 1 in the chat if you think
Here,
a small sword should be allowed to be a knife?
Oh, jeez.
Here, I'll do you one better. Let me open up my creator dashboard here. Here, I'll do you one. Open up my creator dashboard here, and we'll run a poll. How about that?
There's just like
Ace, you don't count.
What? Okay, I won't vote.
there's just an entry now for like, instead of like knife and sword, there's the one in between, which is just the RRBG which is just the really, really big knife.
I just like no, I'm not. I won't sway the vote.
Who wants to feel old?
Vote what your heart believes, chat.
Who wants to feel old?
I want to feel old.
All right,
I already
fantastic.
Yeah.
True. Fair, true.
Here, 10 minutes.
Toy
10
Story.
minute poll just got made.
Let's go. Toy
There you go.
Story 2 was released the 2, not the first one. Toy Story 2 was released 25 years ago today.
Shut up.
I
Immediately.
loved that movie when I was a kid, dude. That movie's older than me.
Immediately
that
turning
is-
to dust.
So
I just,
yeah,
like,
so
as
no,
you-
the
Not
25 years old thing like didn't hurt a little bit. Ace saying that movie was older than him hurt more.
Yeah. I felt my bones creak after that statement.
Yeah, that for some reason that hurt a lot more.
I did love that movie when I was young. It was specifically Toy Story 2, not the first one.
No, that's fair. Toy Story 2 was goated.
It was very goated. Anyway, we're here to play Pathfinder. And let's reintroduce our players because it's been a minute. Playing Vaeri, Kapesk, the Sorcerer, we have Kobold, Vori.
Hello. I have Fireball now.
Yeah, I saw your quote on Blue Sky, and I am immediately concerned, to say the least.
Hell yeah.
What was the other spell you took?
Something evil.
I'm working on that one. I may be
Oh, okay.
swapping it out. I'm looking through a
No
list
sweat.
right now.
No,
And I'm like, why did I take that? So I'm looking through things.
gotcha.
Of course. Playing Ace the Rogue, Ace Glurnk.
Hey, that's me.
That is you.
I have potentially bleed in my future. That's on you,
Congratulations.
chat.
Playing Mai, the Gunslinger, back from the dead or multiverse copy, Dawnmakuu.
Addy, I got lots of guns.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, indeed. And finally, last but not least, playing our favorite robotic inventor, Hadar, we have TVHEADD.
Hello. I want to blow things up
Do you?
as
Valid.
well.
Don't we all want to blow things up?
It's true. I'm here to craft all the things and all the bombs.
All right.
I just had a random question.
Okay.
Am I able to use quick draw more than once in a turn?
Yes.
Since it only costs 1 action?
Yes. It's not a flourish.
Oh my god. Do you know what this means?
What does this mean?
Scared to ask.
I can drop 2 guns with free actions and then immediately draw 2 more and fire.
All right, Reaper,
Yeah.
calm down.
I
That's
thought
a
that was
true
the
statement.
I thought that was the whole deal with your your build.
I think
you know,
you're gonna run out of
it's
guns
been-
real quick.
No, it's fine. It's been so long. Plus, I can just take. It's fine because I can take one round to activate Envision for my Gunner's Bandolier, and all of my weapons return to it.
Yeah,
I see what
he's
you're
Reaper now.
saying.
He's Reaper now.
I see what you're saying. That's smart. That's smart.
Die, die, die,
No, you gotta do it in my
that or
voice
it-
though.
die.
Yeah, just
Just
Can I
so
get a
enthusiastic.
reach for the stars, please?
It's either that or it's the
What time is it,
the
May? Oh wait, that's the other guy. Never mind.
yeah, that's the other guy. I was gonna say it's either Reaper or it's the from Trigun Meryl with
Oh,
all
God,
the
yeah.
little because
Oh,
they're
yeah.
all the pistols, they're all little, they're like little
Well,
guys, right?
Derringers. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since I've seen that series. Yes.
She had like straps of Derringers inside her cape and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, y'all have a werewolf problem. You guys want to figure out what you're gonna do about that?
Well, I know what I'm gonna do about it.
Can
Remind
we,
me, because
for chat specifically, because I remember everything, but for chat, could we get a recap real quick?
We'll get a recap right as we transfer
yes.
into the tabletop screen. All right, so yeah, you guys were on your way to the Gigru Peaks because you heard that is where the Everdisk is being held by an orc war priestess. You decided to stop off in a small little town just so you have you're able to resupply, re-equip, whatever you got to do. And while you're here, you crashed at the Violet Pony Inn, home of the innkeeper, Branson, the stable manager, Samson, and the chef, Hanson.
And their Coke bottle glasses.
And all their Coke bottle glasses.
For some reason I'm getting like Breath of the Wild vibes from this for some reason.
I don't know why. I have no idea what you mean. And while
Do any
you
of them
guys
have a construction company?
let me check notes. Notes are blank. No, maybe. Bold of you to assume I have notes. But while you're staying here, you met by meet, I mean you guys saw a cloaked figure running towards the hill on the outside of town one night, Ace and Mai.
Yeah.
You ran her down, figured out that she is the blacksmith's daughter, and she is going to go meet her forbidden love, who just happens to be a werewolf.
Just happens.
They have been trying to find ways to break the curse and to keep him from basically massacring people in the town, as you guys went to a small shack that was located on the other side of town and saw that this might be the place where he gets held during like the full moons. You trace some footsteps leading directly from the cabin, these large, beefy, what was the word that you used, Ace, the term?
The lemon pepper steppers?
Lemon pepper steppers, thank you.
The lemon pepper stepper.
Yeah, you followed the lemon pepper steppers right back to the stables and were able to deduce that Samson is the werewolf in question.
Dun dun dun.
Some of you guys have been kind of bombing around trying to figure out, I think Vaeri in particular was looking for a way to be able to get rid of the werewolf's curse, and the local apothecary was hardly helpful. Raised quite an attitude, but she did give you something that basically meant that if he could survive the process of the after effects of eating it, he would be cured of his lycanthropy.
Yeah.
But it is the big if that is the key role here. as you know, Wolf's Bane tends to be very brutal on one's vitality system.
It's a good thing he's a big fella.
He is a big fella, but I mean, it's a lot of hurt to take on.
Yeah, I think we looked at the mechanics afterwards and went, "Oh,
Oh yeah. Yep. You guys looked into it after stream and you're just like, oh shit.
Might I mention, just for chat's sake, after the session ended last time, we the party rolled diplomacy on Gil to level up, and we did in fact get to level 5.
That is correct. I do remember because you guys were like what, less than 100 XP away from leveling up.
Yeah.
And I was basically like, all right, roll diplomacy, and this is the number you have to beat. We'll take your average, and that'll be it. And you guys passed.
And we did succeed.
And I almost ruined
it.
It's okay.
Yeah, Dawn almost ruined it, but they are level 5 now. In fact, if you guys want to go through, we'll go down the line, and if there's something you guys want to make a big note of, like maybe one of your really big changes that you got from leveling up. How about you, Vaeri? What I know Fireball is in your artillery now.
So yeah, Fireball and Haste are in my book now.
Haste.
And I also got an ancestry feat, so I'm remembering more about how we used to make snares and traps. So I have the ability to craft snares, and I'm training crafting again now. So
right on.
Very cool.
How about you, Ace?
Let's see what happened at level 5 for me. First off, I took the skill feat Catfall, so now I can fall 15 feet without taking any damage, and landing on my feet. And then the ancestry feat, I took Reincarnated Ridiculer, which means when I demoralize an opponent, do not become temporarily immune to it unless I critically fail.
Oh.
Very good. How about you, Mai?
Well, two things of note, and by that I mean there are two things that show level 5 next to them, so as I'm remembering my character. I have the Gunslinger weapon mastery now, so I am a master in martial firearms and crossbows and simple firearms and crossbows, which puts my gives me a plus 15 with my shooty guns.
Very
God damn.
Yeah, I know, right? And I also have the Let's Try That Again ancestry feat, which I thought was pretty funny, because I fail skill checks fairly often, and it just gives me a nice redo once a day.
All right, very good.
I may step in once more before Hadar. I also got weapon tricks, which makes me expert in weapons, but also critical specialization. And I would like to point out that if we were to consult the poll that just finished,
I did see the poll. I did see the poll. The viewers have voted that small swords do count as knives.
Okay, thank you.
Hilarious.
Sorry, Hadar.
It's okay. I have level 5. Hadar has gotten arcane safeguards, which is it gives him a reaction that he can use to resist magic if I'm making an attempt to resist a spell, or like a saving saving throw to resist a harmful effect. And I get a +1 circumstance bonus to that, so that's pretty cool.
Awesome.
I'm thinking it ties to it's part of his ancestry, so it's part of his automaton. He's actually built and coded for use of magic. He just uses the magic within him to make artifacts.
Awesome.
And then I got Inventor weapon expertise.
Yes,
So
sir.
I have the crit specialization for knives now. The thing that Ace was talking about earlier.
Is it specifically for your I assume your Inventor weapon? Or is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
entire-
So it,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was like if you have the weapon innovation, you get its critical specialization effect.
Wow, that's awesome. Like no prerequisite for the crit spec. That's awesome.
Right. Pretty good, pretty good. But I don't get it with any other weapon if I use any other weapon, so like bombs or anything like that. But yeah,
fair
pretty
enough.
cool.
Fair enough. So yeah, we're
Yeah,
feeling good. We're feeling strong.
That's why I switched the magnum opus from a trident to a chakram, because I didn't realize before that it made a difference. I was just like, oh yeah, because it's able to shift. It has all these. It can turn in. It already has modular, so it can go from slashing to piercing to bludgeoning, and I sort of was
Hell yeah.
RPing that in character as the weapon is kind of ever shifting. It's made out of this sort of like high tech technology, lost technology, and so I was just sort of saying it was moving stats, but I didn't realize that it actually mattered what weapon group it was part of, because that
Right.
weapon groups are new to me. So I was like, oh, actually, if I could pick, then yeah, it needs to be it should be a chakram.
Yeah, I mean, look, knife weapon group's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it is. There's literally like no difference between the trident and the chakram, except that one is a knife and one is a spear group.
Yeah.
What does the spear do again?
Spear is like you get a chance to pin them down, I think, or something. Or no, or you can do like a trip attack. I can't remember which one,
Yeah, I got you.
but it's like significantly not as cool as knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love bleed, especially persistent bleed?
Bleed's pretty good.
I came to the same conclusion that you were coming to a few weeks ago. I was like, oh, I gotta get in on this knife stuff.
Yes, sir.
All right. So as we get back into the action, I think it was Ace and Mai who had.
Yeah, we were tracking him.
You guys had just come back upon Samson as he is doing his work in the stables, and I believe Vaeri and Hadar were the ones who had just gotten the wolfsbane from the very, very mean-spirited apothecary.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, she was.
So I do want to point out before we get into this that I believe Maya and I were avoiding notice. We have the check still.
Yeah,
in the chat. It was 27 and 19.
Yeah, you guys are good. He doesn't spot you. He seems to be too wrapped up in his own work to notice you guys.
Okay. So,
as another reminder, I did have to coerce her, so she's gonna like me even less than usual later.
I remember that.
Oh well. Hey, we got what we needed.
We got what we needed. I mean, we were able to convince them on the thing of like, hey, if you just like want a wolf, like a werewolf, just walking around in your town like a ticking time bomb, like, I mean, we're gonna leave in a little while, so like, whatever, like.
It's really none of our business.
Yeah, I mean, that's for y'all to deal with, but I mean, we can help.
Okay.
And she was like, I guess.
We come across Samson. And what is he doing that leads us to conclude that it's him?
Well, the big lemon pepper steppers led directly to where the stables are, and judging by Samson and his refusal to wear shoes, it's 1 and 1 does not equal fish in this situation.
Okay, right. No, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
You smell what I'm stepping in?
I am.
It's circumstantial evidence, but it's very convincing circumstantial evidence.
Yes.
Right. So.
Oh boy.
I mean, that's great intel, right? I mean, I feel like confrontation is not necessary. What time is it, Gil?
It is at this point, I would say it's probably close to like around noon. You guys haven't, you guys kind of slept on the information after the girl talked to you, and then you
And then
went
we
to the
found
next
out
day.
that the full moon was in 3 days from then, so 2 days from now, I assume.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, I think, I think we should hold our stealth edge,
Mm-hmm.
and Don, if you're with me, we should make our way back to the other two and relay this information
Yeah.
instead of. I feel like we get everybody together. We get the information that the Wolfsbane, because we don't know this, but that they got Wolfsbane,
Right.
and then we got the information of who the werewolf is, and from there, Hadar can figure out the plan.
The smart people can take over.
Gil, I wanted to know in
Mhm.
character, since my character knows what Wolfsbane is,
Mm-hmm.
we've established that he would know about its persistent damaging effects to the person it's administered to, right?
I would believe so.
Okay. Because since he knows about that, I think what Hadar is going to do is when he gets a chance, now that they have this potion of Wolfsbane, I need to make anti-venom potion to help with the person it's being administered to. It would give them an advantage of trying to get through the poison burning through them, essentially.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how he intends to try and get past this, is that I want to make a bunch of anti-venom potions and as many health potions as I'm allowed to or able to, I guess, over the course of a night.
Okay.
And as if this guy consents to doing this when we talk to them, we can administer those as they're working through it to try and be like we're supporting them. We're trying to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
So, they should be able to get through it, I think.
Yeah. So Don, unless you have something you want to do, I think we should probably be getting. Well, we're seeing him at the stables, which is connected to the Violet Pony.
Yeah, I think at this point we can kind of just skedaddle.
I was gonna say we should go back to our rooms or the tavern in the Violet Pony, and wait for the others.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
So,
works for me.
so the two of you continue your stealthy jaunt away from Samson and back towards the Violet Pony. At this point is when Vaeri and Hadar would have just gotten out of the the apothecary's shop.
While I'm there, can I get how much Ace, can you see how much gold I have on me?
Yes, I can. You have 20 gold and 5 silver. And there is, hold on. 26 gold party supply.
Okay. I should be able to make quite it goes for 6 minutes, and anti-venom goes for a minute apiece. So if you imagine, we give them that thing and then just start administering, anti-venom like every minute or so.
I hear you. I hear you. But you know what that sounds like to me?
What?
Expensive.
It does sound expensive. Anti-venom is 6 GP a pop.
I gotta tell you, Samson's life does not equate to 36 GP to me.
I can make it for a little bit cheaper.
How much is a little bit?
When I make them in 4 a pop.
Okay, so it'd be 6 for 4.
Yes. Yes.
Could be
She
worse.
worth 12 GP.
And then we'll have some anti-venom left over in case y'all need anti-venom.
Right. Well,
Well, I suppose.
I can't tell you not to do it. I'm not there.
It's that's
Fair
enough,
that's a
yeah.
true statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's go
what
with
would your character do?
No, yeah, I feel like I definitely would.
That does sound like a Hadar thing.
Absolutely.
So I can craft them for a cost of oh shoot.
So which health potion are you looking at making?
Well, first anti-venom.
Mm-hmm. Those
So
are
I
6
can make
gold a pop.
Yeah, I can make them for like 5 a pop. It's slightly less for me.
Okay.
Just made a batch of 4, right? And let him tank the last 2.
Yeah. Well then, I mean, I don't know. It gets harder as it's going along. It becomes like really hard towards the end there.
It gets harder on my wallet. Your wallet, our
Stop.
wallet.
It'll be like 10. It'll be 10 for a set of 8.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll use. Wait, I've got my own gold. I can use 10 on that, right?
Of course, it's your money. I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing. I'm sorry.
I can hear the pain in Ace's voice.
The health potions cost even more though. I don't want to make too many of those. It would be 12
to kill you if you.
Well, 12 GP for 4 of the higher health potions. But the good thing with those is they don't expire, so like any that we don't use on this guy, we get to keep.
And remember,
So those are for us at that point.
Mai has some Jesus magic.
Oh yeah,
that's
right.
true. Yeah,
Now
that's true. We don't have to do it all with alchemy.
Just
I do have lay on
within
hands.
world. Does Mai know he has Jesus magic yet? Or is he just gonna kind of like pat you on the shoulder and suddenly go, "What the fuck? My arm's healed."
To be fair, it is a recently acquired ability,
Right.
so they have no clue.
I think that's cool. Yeah.
So don't bank on that unless you want to set up a situation where it accidentally happens.
Right.
Hey, well.
Right. Makes sense.
Because I mean, that might work.
Okay.
While they're walking back, Vaeri draws a card while Hadar is thinking about this and kind of looks at it and shrugs. Well, this is the brass dwarf. Shows someone who is invulnerable to current danger. They stay strong throughout.
Plot armor.
Or
Whoa.
a dark fate for one that saves everyone else.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
So, who can say?
Who can say?
Who can
You
say?
can.
Right? Who can?
That's
who
your
can
whole
say?
thing.
You know?
So,
The card is not helpful
can you-
this time.
can you take? What did I say? 10 out of mine for some two sets of anti-venom that I'm gonna craft, and can you take like 9 out of party supply for
Yep.
a set of health potions, just 4 of them?
Yeah, I can do that.
Well, again, we don't use them. They're for
Serious.
us, you know.
Okay, so
I,
let me update my notes. 26 minus 9 is 17.
And then I would just need,
I guess
as far as time, I would need like, I want to say, 8, like, 13 hours to craft these.
Well, that should be fine, right? Because we should have 2 days from now.
This is true.
Oh yeah, because the
full moon's not
new moon is
tonight,
well, right. We
tomorrow
want to try
night.
and get it before then, but yeah. So in the next 13 hours, I can get that done.
Beautiful.
All right. So, Vaeri and Hadar, once you guys have gathered everything that you need from the apothecary and you've made your way out, do you have any other plans before heading back to the Violet Pony Inn?
Nope.
Is there
craft my little
a
fingies off.
library in town or anything like that?
The library in this town is very, very small. It takes up roughly the size of a small shop. So like it's literally just like 3 walls that are full of books and then like maybe a couple stands. Not a very big library in this town. It looks more like a small bookstore than it does a library.
So Vaeri will wander by to see if they've got anything, but I assume it is normal books and not anything like magical research books or anything like that.
Yeah, nothing too heady.
Yeah. Disappointed, he'll leave and go back to the tavern then.
Oh.
Or the inn.
All right, so you guys all reconvene. We'll say that you guys roughly managed to get there to the Violet Pony Inn around the same time. You find yourselves in the bar room proper.
I don't know that we really want to talk about this in the bar room proper.
Yeah.
You know
We
what I mean?
we see each other. I have my arms full of ingredients, and we all kind of signal non-verbally, like pointing upstairs,
We'll
kind of
head
thing.
nod up to the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys make your way up the stairs. You convene in one of your guys' rented rooms.
We should do it in Hadar's room so he can get the craft in while we're talking.
Yeah.
True.
Immediately, I just started in on it.
He's not even listening. He's just like, yeah, whatever, buddy. I'm making
busy.
anti-venom.
I'm busy.
I'm
This
busy.
costs 10 GP.
It's not even that much.
Right. Sorry.
Most
I don't
of
know why
it's
I'm
my
so-
money.
I don't know why I'm so aggressive today. I'm sorry.
Because it's funny.
It is.
Shoot, every thought in my head immediately left. So I guess I'll start by turning to the 2 that were not with me and saying, well, we're pretty sure we figured out who the werewolf is,
Oh, that's
and
good to hear.
for gossip's sake, also who the blacksmith's daughter's with.
Oh.
They just happen to
so-
be the same person.
Yes.
Oh.
Thank you, dead man.
So, are that asshole?
is-
Because that makes this easier.
Wow.
Damn.
Sorry, but run that by me again.
Damn.
Do we like them?
I mean,
Are they worth saving?
any
Or
lower
do we just eliminate the
voice.
problem?
It's it's Samson.
Oh, that is less good to hear.
Yeah.
Bit.
Well,
Oh,
I was
that-
kind of
that-
hoping
That could be a
it-
problem, yes.
it would be one of the smaller brothers. But lo and behold, things never work out, do they?
Not quite.
What have you guys been up to?
Well, we found a cure. Maybe.
A cure? You can
That-
cure being a werewolf?
Yes,
Not-
all is powerful. All is possible through the power of alchemy.
Not gonna lie, I'm a little hesitant at the maybe part. You want to expound upon that just a bit, perhaps?
It's a very painful process. It can oftentimes kill the patient.
Right.
Which, either way, you have no werewolf now.
He brings
This
a
is
good
true.
point.
That is in fact the point.
Win for us, I guess.
Well, except the werewolves taking care of our horse, but
Yeah, but nobody does it like Hadar does it. You ain't seen him. It's crazy.
well, fair enough.
I have
And
hundreds of years of practice.
I guess the question is, how do we want to engage the situation? Because I feel like making an accusation might lead to Samson shutting himself off and making our life a lot harder.
Just a bit.
Well, we did actually get the thing needed to make the cure. The apothecary
thought we
no
got it
longer
already.
likes us, by the way.
I thought we got it already made, because if it's a thing, if it's an
The wolf's bane
ingredient, we literally
itself
can make it.
was
It's a
the-
level 10 item. But I thought she had like a potion with it.
Oh, we got the. I'll retcon that then. We got the thing to. We got the cure, but the alchemist no longer likes us.
So
Well,
Not that
what
she
are you
liked
gonna
us
do?
much to start
talking
with.
is what you're telling me.
Look, that is one of the crankiest elves I have ever come across.
How many elves have you come across? They're all kind of. Never mind.
And that's saying something.
Well,
I would propose that a diplomatic approach could be, yes, offering a problem by saying, we know that you are a lycanthrope.
well,
However, offering a solution by saying, we have a cure and a means to survive that cure.
do you think it might behoove us to maybe extend the offer to the blacksmith's daughter instead, to make our spying, for lack of a better term?
That's
Not
actually
so
a really good
apparent.
idea. If anyone could bring up the topic or broach the subject with them in a way that would not immediately alert and scare them off, it would be someone that's close to them. So that's not a bad idea.
Leave that to me. I got an idea.
Well, then I think it's settled.
Okay. Should we wait till tomorrow to broach the subject when we know the moon is going to be? Because, Hadar, I see you have... Well, I don't really know what you have, but I really never do.
What's up, little?
But I assume it's going to take a couple hours, 10 hours. I don't know. I never know. All I
Yes.
hear from you is...
Yeah,
I don't...
yeah. So you see him, he's got his little kind of like mobile alchemy set up. Like he's got his shield that he normally fights with, but the underside, he has it set up as like a mobile workbench, basically. He uses for like small projects, and he has that set up with like a bunch of vials and like reagents and plants that he's grinding up. His
you got the Walter White setup.
Oh,
yeah, and his little pet, the spider that he
Spider
keeps on his
Lord.
back. Yeah, the four arms are out, and they are also, they're not doing tasks, but he's like, hold this, pound that, kind of doing things. It can only take very simple directives. Hopefully eventually it'll be able to full on be skilled in crafting, that's something for the future. But yeah, he's just working like fast, and he says, it should be, if my math is correct, about approximately 13 hours of work, with breaks perhaps longer.
You know what? That'll work perfectly. I will go talk to the blacksmith's daughter today and maybe see if I can't set up a meeting for tomorrow. Is that enough time, Hadar?
It should be.
Okay.
At some point I'll have to rest at least 2 hours.
Oh no, 2 hours. Imagine having to sleep 8. Get to work.
Damn.
Don't get yourself in trouble with the blacksmith.
With the well, it's a shame Hadar has to be here. He'd be a big help there. I can figure it out. If the two of you want to come with, I'd be happy to have the company.
Well, I got nothing better to do since we're sitting here waiting for. What was that 13 hours?
Yes. Approximately. Adding 2 more, about 15. This will take me into midday tomorrow.
That'll be perfect.
I plan to
and
sleep at some point, but I can go with it if you want. If you think.
Yeah.
That'd be helpful.
We'll go. We'll get it set up, and then we'll come back and rest, and we'll actually do the meeting tomorrow. But we're only burning daylight right now, so we kind of gotta get at it. And with that,
Actually,
I'm going to start.
that's a good point. What time of the day is it today? Right
Well,
now.
Jill said it was noon when we started, so
So we're more than that then. Okay, cool.
I would say I would think we'd have plenty of time to make it to the blacksmith, speak to him, probably his daughter.
Yeah.
Right.
Noonish.
So I am going to start making my way out. Anybody who wants to come with is welcome to, but I'm on my way to the blacksmith.
All right.
Might as well go too.
Vaeri, are you tagging along?
Yeah, I'll go along.
All right. So the 3 of you leave Hadar to his business.
It's a party-ish.
Yeah. A party-ish. An attempted party. You leave the Violet
Concepts
Pony
of a party.
and you make your way through town and over to the blacksmith's shop.
Now we've met the blacksmith, right? We've spoken to him.
I think Hadar has, because Hadar got there to I think to secure some materials and maybe a place to use a forge for while you guys are staying there.
Let me. Okay. I'm gonna. Is there any chance Hadar might have caught his name?
Was that a question for me?
Well, I was hoping you or Gil would answer.
Oh. I don't remember the guy's name, like, out of character. But
That's fine.
Hadar does know him. If you mention you're gonna go see the blacksmith, he can just tell you. You're like, oh yeah, he's this guy. He likes this thing. Like,
Oh
you
yes,
can
that
tell
guy.
him you know
Gil?
me.
Gil, who is that guy?
Some dude.
Let's see.
Just a guy.
I think it's one of the other names I forgot to slap into my notes. Was that dude's name?
His name is Blacksmith.
It's spelled BLAQ.
Yeah, there you go.
This dude named Scrungus now.
Well,
Gil, you
Rip
can
Scrungus.
check your game there.
Only my friends call me that.
Okay, I won't call him strongest.
And yes, the Holy Trinity, to stretch, to correct posture, and to grit a drink.
Let's go.
Thank you for the redeem, Ace.
do it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. All right. So, you guys find the blacksmith shop. You see him in there. There's a couple customers who are just kind of like milling about, perusing the wares. But you see him kind of towards the back, towards the forge. And he looks like he's just kind of organizing some of his materials. He hasn't really clocked that you guys have arrived yet.
So, I am going to walk up to him. How do I want to approach this? And I will say, forgive me for listening to rumors, but a friend of mine came through here the other day. Hadar, if the name rings a bell. And he said, or not he said, fuck. No, I've lost the plot.
I would have told you that he's a very good man. He's a master of his craft. He's very well tempered.
Right. Now sorry, because does he know that we know about his daughter and her?
I don't think he even knows about his daughter in the stable boy.
But I thought she was running away because her dad knew and was going to hurt him.
He knows about the relationship and he doesn't approve.
Right.
Yeah.
Precisely.
But he doesn't know about no werewolf, I don't think.
He doesn't know about that.
I don't care. But to a father, what's the difference between a werewolf and a boyfriend?
Oh, jeez, come on.
Okay. I'm going to approach him. I'm going to say, I've heard tell that you do not support your daughter's relationship. And I have, well, good news and bad news.
He stops organizing his materials to turn to you, and he says, "Oh, you're with that robot feller."
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. This is a stand-up man or the thing? Well, man.
He is a man.
Yeah.
He spoke very highly of you.
And you said you knew my daughter as well?
Yes, we met the other night.
She's still not floozing around with that damn stable boy, is she?
So you know it's Samson.
About that.
Okay. He is. I don't know how to put it to you any other way than he's a werewolf.
You see his eyes kind of grow wide, and I'm like, beg your finest fucking pardon?
Vaeri leans over to mine and said, I would have said sick.
Yeah, I'm with the little one on this one. I would have said sick.
Well, you weren't talking, were you?
Well, you took lead. I just, I don't have a foot in this race.
I'm gonna be honest. I've lost the plot on why I'm here.
I'm kind of like,
I don't know what my.
I thought you had something specific, but I was like, in my head, I'm thinking, why are we talking to the blacksmith?
I need. No. Okay. Can run me back. Run me back. I know why I'm here. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I got lost in the sauce.
You did.
I'm sorry. I punched my mic. Got lost in the sauce. I got too excited.
He kind of takes a couple steps closer to the three of you and says, "Did you say that boy is a damn werewolf?"
I did, and we want to make sure your daughter is safe.
He starts like just grabbing random materials that's laying around him and just starts throwing them around the forge.
Oh hell!
I understand.
He starts he's like not even paying attention to you at this point. He's just working it out.
No.
And you see you see the other handful of customers that are here just kind of like side eye and just slowly start making their way to the door.
Oh no!
He gets done throwing his fit and like storms over to the doors of the shop and closes it and flips the sign and locks the door.
With the people inside?
No, they left.
Or did you scare them off?
With just you three.
Just us.
Okay, he scared them off. Got it.
He turns around and says, I knew there was something wrong with him.
I'm sorry. Look, I didn't need to come so aggressively with the information. That's a lot to take at once.
You ain't fucking kidding?
I know, but
he storms past the three of you back towards where his materials are, and he starts looking around and grabbing some like ores and chucks them into the furnace itself, and he's starting to do work.
If it helps,
Okay.
this is supposedly a new development.
I don't think that helps.
We want to help. More than anything, we want to make sure your daughter is safe.
Oh, I'm making right sure my daughter's safe. And he pulls out the molten ore, and he lays it on the anvil, and he starts hammering it down.
Now, sir, I don't think murder, even if it is a crime of passion, is the right move here.
We use it all the time.
I'm with the cowboy on this one. Violence is great.
Usually,
but we have a
it's a delicate
solution
situation
that may benefit everybody involved. We just need to speak to your daughter, but we don't know where she is. Would you happen to know?
Like, she's safe and sound where she is, and he's just still hammering down. And it's at that point you actually see the daughter walk appear through a door that was further back in the shop, and she says, "Daddy, where are you?" And then like sees the three of you and clocks Ace and Mai.
Oh no.
Vaeri steps forward and says, "Before you finish what you're doing, work out what you need to work out on the metal, yes, but keep in mind that as much as you don't like this, that is also the brother of the proprietors of the inn in your town. Your friends who you do business with, yes?
I
And if
fucking
you kill
like
the brother,
them one anyway. It's just still working. It's like their father did me
if you
dirty
don't-
back in the day, and I hold grudges.
yes, but if you have no inn, no people come to your town. No people come to your town. No people need to buy things from you.
You see his hammering kind of starts slowing a little bit.
So,
No.
if we have another fix that doesn't make your relationship worse, maybe let us try. If it doesn't work, you have a backup plan, yes?
You see his daughter just kind of staring at the scene, and you see a hand go to her mouth.
I'm gonna walk closer to the daughter just slightly.
She takes a nervous step backwards.
I'm just gonna put my hands up passively. I'm sorry. I know we got off on the wrong foot.
Just
I
a
mean
bit.
you no harm. I mean nobody you no harm. But I know somebody who has the potential to potentially, yeah, to maybe cure your partner. But I need you to work with me before tomorrow night so that things don't escalate when the full moon hits.
And boy, are they.
You see the blacksmith is still, like, his working has slowed, but he is definitely still working, and you see that he has hammered out and shaped what looks like a small blade already. And he tosses it into heat temper it, and he walks over and starts looking for a certain handle for this blade. The daughter says, "You mean you can cure him?"
Yes. I knew of a back when I was in a certain guild of sorts. I knew a guy who had an interest in curses and curing them. He became a doctor not too long ago. Good that he got out of that. But he's very knowledgeable in these situations. And I called him to come here, and he said there was a good chance we could, if his constitution is willing, cure this.
I'm smelling some fibs.
Yes, you are.
Would you like to roll to fib?
Yeah, anybody want to back me up?
What?
Wait,
what?
why did you? I'm just confused. Like I was like, wait, why is he going with this story?
Bro, I'm having fun.
Oh, okay.
because yes.
Apparently, yeah.
It will pan out later, assuming we succeed.
Okay.
All right.
Now, does anybody want to back me?
Yeah, sure. Why not? That's what, deception?
Yeah.
I could do that.
Vaeri's gonna do something else while y'all do that, so why don't you work that out?
All right. Well, here, have a deception roll. Please be good. Oh, let's go, baby. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Nice. So
got
that will
plus
be
10.
a +2 to. Ah, crap. Let's see. +2 circumstance bonus. I'm just gonna hero point that. I'm just gonna eat dirt on that, okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's a little better.
28.
Just a little bit.
That's a little better. She kind of relaxes a little bit. And she says, I can talk to him. And if this can cure him of it entirely, I'm sure he will not have any qualms with it. And at this point, you see that the blacksmith is walking back with the handle, and he starts fitting it into the blade. And he's like, "I got your cure right here."
While they're talking to her, Vaeri wants to like go up to him while he's searching through the handles and like motion him like closer down, more down to my level.
Yeah, he does that. He does that like talking to a little guy squat, like hands on his knees.
I'm sure that fits real well with Vaeri.
To be honest, my friends are not lying about the cure. And Samson's a big boy, but it's a real nasty cure. Odds are probably not good that he survives it, and if he does, he's cured. If not, he's not a problem anymore for you, yes?
You see
He's saying this quietly enough that hopefully no one else except the blacksmith can hear him.
Right. He kind of starts stroking his beard, and he says, "I reckon you might have a point there, fella."
And no one's mad at you, not even your daughter.
Yeah, if I was gonna convince him, I'd be like, he'll probably suffer more this way.
Oh, jeez.
I mean,
it's not inaccurate.
It's not inaccurate at all. No.
It's in fact painfully accurate.
But I'm
Sadly so.
So, oh god.
No, but he says, "Yeah, well, I've been meaning to make myself a silvered weapon anyway, so I might as well just go ahead and continue on, just to make sure
yes,
I have
a
something."
backup.
Yes, of course, a backup.
Absolutely.
Painful, you say?
Hey, it's pretty nice. It's kind of like a dog. You feed it a lot of chocolate. Even if maybe it survives, maybe it doesn't, and it does not like the process after it finishes eating.
All right. Well,
Oh my god.
I reckon if you want to help, and I don't see no problem with it, but like I said, I'm gonna keep to my backup plan just in case.
A wise man.
He kind of just nods and stands back up straight and walks over and continues finishing this dagger that he's working on.
All right. I am going to, as
Just
we're
imagine.
speaking to the daughter, I'm gonna say, the shooter and I found the shed that.
Shooter.
Well, I'm not using your name, remember?
The shooter.
The shooter, cowboy, dead man,
I just
white boy.
the fuck.
From the 6th floor depository.
Is he not the shooter?
Shooter's kind of that's kind of good.
It just tickled me. I don't know why. Continue.
If you are serious about this, you and him should meet us there in the evening tomorrow.
For safety's sake.
Okay, I will talk to him then. Yeah, tomorrow after sunset we'll meet. I'll talk to him. Like I said, I don't think he'll have a problem. I think he will be very cooperative with your suggestion.
Well, let's hope so for all our sakes.
Mostly his.
Yeah, well.
All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to do while you're in this blacksmith shop?
I'm gonna turn to blacksmith and I'm gonna say, sorry for the ruckus. It's not my finest work.
Yeah, you might want to work on your bedside manner just a little bit.
Yeah, well, thieves
Usually
guilds
has a
don't
better way
really
with words.
teach.
Thieves
Nice
Guild.
choice.
He just kind of like side eyes you a little bit.
See ya. Look it out the door.
I think we'll be going now. Have a good evening.
He just kind
Grab
of
Ace's arm and start walking towards the exit.
Mine just head in hand just walks out.
Yeah,
Are you making up these skills?
He watches the three of you leave.
Am I making up thieves guilds? And he looks around to see if anybody's listening. Oh yeah, I ain't never been a part of no thieves guild. There's no doctor, but I tell you what, that'll come back.
Somehow the more that comes out of your mouth, the less I believe.
That's on purpose, my friend.
Well, I mean, if you're for confusion, then you've hit the mark.
Maybe I have.
Like I get maybe a good story for her, but why did you tell the blacksmith?
If I'm being honest, I really just wanted to fuck with the blacksmith.
You got caught up in the moment. It's fine. Everybody does it every
did.
now and then.
I did. Hadar wasn't around to be like, we should do the excuse me. We should do the smart thing.
Was that Ace's Hadar impression?
Yes, that was.
I give you a 3.5 out of 5 for that impression. You got the mannerisms, but there's a certain inflection that he's got.
Yeah, my vocal cords are a little, how do you say, not metallic.
Ace is just doing the robot for mannerisms, though. He's just
beat boop.
All right.
So you guys basically have a few more hours before the evening starts to creep in on this town. Is there anything that you guys would like to do before you guys all collectively turn in for the night?
Not
Am I? I have an idea. If you're game.
I'm terrified.
You know what? Let's hold off. Let's not cause a ruckus.
Sorry, I just in my
Yeah.
the audio I heard. I have an idea. If you're gay, like
Ain't no
okay.
if about it. If that was the prerequisite, I would have just said, "Let's go."
I was like, what the? Okay.
Only on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, what day of the week is it, Gil?
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to.
What a question.
Yeah.
Just happens to be Tuesday.
Does it, for that matter? No, I'm just kidding. I don't actually care.
It's Thursday. I don't want to.
Okay, yeah, whatever. I don't need an answer. Apparently, I need to get some sleep, so I should go back to the inn.
Yeah. How are we running on like time? I guess.
I assume it'll be evening by the time we get back.
No, there's still a few hours until evening. By the time
No.
you guys get back to the inn, it's not a very far walk. Like maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there an avenue to make some moolah while we wait, perhaps?
That would take a little bit longer than a few hours, but if you wanted to basically kill the rest of the day doing something,
Well, I mean,
up until
how
the early hours.
How much time do we have to work with here? Is the question. Because it's either I try to make some money or I go take a nap.
You got about, I would probably say, 8 hours until midnight.
Whoa!
Well, see, that's
All
plenty
right.
of time. That's a whole 8-hour shift.
Yeah, it's still relatively like afternoon, like mid-afternoon.
All right. So what make money actions do I have as options here?
I mean, earn income is kind of the only one, right?
Well,
Unless we
yeah.
want to do like a specific.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, what could I do?
Let me find out for you.
It's also like you gotta keep in mind like kind of a small town. I don't know
Yeah.
how.
Yeah, they might
How
not really
busy
be
it
looking for
is.
hands.
Mhm.
Listen,
I mean, it might be busy enough. I just
Listen.
don't know.
listen. A couple extra silvers is a couple extra silvers. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you could always like aid me, like a pickpocket people, and we could split the difference.
Screw it.
Jeez.
This is definitely not a bad idea.
Yeah, no.
No,
Um,
no.
Vaeri is gonna go back to the Violet Pony.
okay. So Ace, would
My
you like to
thievery's
take?
not good, but my stealth is.
So would you like to take the earn income downtime activity to pickpocket people?
Yeah, I will do that. And then, you know, I mean, what are you good at? Maybe you could aid me with deception.
Yeah,
Or
that's probably
diplomacy?
the best bet. My diplomacy's better.
I mean, that's up to Gil. You know, I could see using diplomacy. You start talking to somebody, you get their attention. You're being real amicable. Yoink.
Could I either that or I just like my highest proficiency is I got a plus 13 in acrobatics, so I could do some backflips or something.
You know what? That would get my attention if some random cowboy just started doing backflips in the.
Oh no! You know what?
No.
Gil,
Okay.
please,
Oh,
for the love of
Jeez.
God, let me
Jeez.
use my acrobatics to be Revolver Ocelot, please.
Oh my god.
Please. Please.
So you're drawing a crowd and Ace is
Drawing a
pickpocketing
crowd.
them?
Yes. And if anybody wants to toss some money into my you know what? I will go into the middle of town. I will take off my hat, put it on the ground upside down for people to toss money into, and
know
then I'm
what?
just gonna start fucking Revolver Oceloting my ass.
Just make
It's-
two
so-
checks. Then.
Yeah, just make 2 earn income checks. Yeah.
Right.
All right.
So
yeah.
essentially, Oh,
how
go
do I
ahead.
do those again?
So when you are rolling to earn income, I secretly set the DC of your skill check, and then depending on how good you do, is how much money you make.
Okay.
So I think I have the task level in mind. So I've got the DC.
Okay.
So go
So
ahead and
what-
give me your acrobatics check.
All right.
so essentially, you're just busking
Oh,
with
baby!
a Wild West.
That's a start.
Nice. You're doing like a Wild West trick shooting show in front of people.
Minus
Jesus.
the shooting
What
part,
the
'cause I don't want
fuck
to
is
start
that
Minus the
a small
shooting
animation?
town.
part.
Hold on, time out for 5 seconds. What the fuck
The
was that
UFO?
animation? Yeah,
I saw that. I don't know.
it played the X-Files theme and everything. I hope we don't get sued for that.
Oh man,
hell?
the screen's getting copywritten, man. It's a wrap.
Oh God.
That's
Well-
it. John Twitch is coming for you.
Oh god, not John Twitch.
You know what? It was worth it.
Was it?
Yeah.
Been a good run.
I don't know. You tell me if it was worth it. Do I need to make another one or?
No, you actually critically succeed,
You're damn right
Hell
I did.
yeah.
which means
So-
what's your trainedness level with acrobatics?
Expert.
Expert.
Yep.
All right. Hell yeah.
If you want to count my martial firearms and crossbows, though.
No, I don't think I will.
Dang.
But you do
So-
Worth a
manage
shot.
to busk up 2 gold worth.
Hey, let's go.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
take that.
Yeah, it's
All right.
not too shabby at all.
And while I'm doing that,
So before I start,
I'll just give myself 2 gold here. Let's go.
helping myself to people's
Ooh-wee.
purses,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to use the what's it called? The masquerade scarf.
Oh, would you drop that in chat for me?
Yeah. It's not gonna help my roll, but
But
should it go wrong,
okay,
it casts illusory disguise on you.
very good.
Uh,
Good little backup plan. I like it.
So I'm going to. I'm going to make myself look. I'm gonna have short, like 30 blonde hair,
Mm-hmm.
and the most offensively blue eyes you've ever seen,
Okay.
and a blue cloak. Yep, that's the one.
This
All right.
mofo won the Dune Spice.
And then
Damn it.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna get a 26 on my
Damn
roll.
right you are.
26 on your roll. That will pass, and you will get 1 gold out of everybody's pockets.
3 gold. I will take.
That's
That.
a win any day of the week.
You
Yeah,
damn
There you
right.
go.
Yeah, that was good.
That almost makes up for all the anti-venom. See?
Don't
all
even
works
fucking
out.
talk to me, Hadar.
All right, great. So you basically spend the rest of the night, one of you performing your cool little revolver tricks, and the other one stealing everybody's money while they watch.
Let's go.
One person is over here just like reloading in the middle of battle. And then the other guy's just like, the spice must flow.
Oh, damn it all. Vaeri, what were you doing during their little escapade back at the tavern?
So I'll have some wine and dinner, but afterwards I do want to go back up to the room, and I'm gonna take up a table that Hadar is not using,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Glyph of Warding on my nicest looking pouch,
Okay.
which is the Bag of Weasels.
Yes, the bag of weasels returns.
Oh,
And but it looks nice. It's a heavily embroidered pouch.
Okay.
So Glyph of Warding lets me. Takes 10 minutes. I cast it on there. I set a password. Fuzzball is gonna be my password for it.
Love it.
Good job.
And if anyone tries to access that opens or touches the container, then it's going to trigger the next spell I cast onto it, which is a 2nd level Horizon Thunder Sphere.
Holy fuck! You
Imagine
you
you
imbued
pick up a
your weasel bag with Rasengan?
With Rasengan, dude.
Yeah,
Imagine you pick
just
up
a single
bag.
target version, but yes.
That is a sentence I never thought I'd ever say in my entire life. It
So
also sounds like a
if someone
euphemism.
tries to steal from that pouch, then without saying the password, then that gets cast on them.
Fantastic.
Man,
Duly
if I had
noted.
that bag, I'd be walking around in the shadiest parts of town, dude.
Just on
I just-
purpose.
Begging.
Well, or if someone tries to rob us, I can throw them a pouch to open.
I
Evil.
love
I
that.
love it.
I love
Very
That's
good.
what I want to do for the night.
Very good. All right.
Love it.
Ace and Mai, you get back to the inn after quite a successful haul.
Let's go.
Yeah, buddy.
It's-
Does anybody else have anything last minute they would like to do before you go to bed for the night?
I've got that Walter White set up.
He's cooking, bro.
Vaeri, you gonna
Cooking.
be able to sleep through that?
If Hadar needs any help while I'm awake, I'll do stuff if he needs extra hands. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, I'll sleep. through
Vaeri's
that. I'll be
tiny.
fine.
If he needs to come in our
Yeah.
room, we can make room for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. No other business to attend to from anybody?
No other business to attend to.
I think so.
Okie dokie. Then night falls, and everybody except for Hadar wakes up the next morning. Yes, make sure you are well rested. If you expended anything, if you need some hit points back.
I will get all of my 0 spell slots.
There you go. Good job.
Oh, nice.
Truly, I am maxed out now.
Yeah, tonight is the possible meeting with the girl and the stable boy. But you still have a whole day to kill. Hadar, you started working pretty much right when the plan was being hatched.
Yeah.
I would say around this point, yeah, factoring in your breaks and your 2 hours of low power sleep mode,
Yeah.
I'd say you'd be done by the time everybody gets roused awake and exits the rooms.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah. Working through the night, you know, he has his things, and he's just like, ah, good. We may be able to save a life yet. And then
Yeah,
when he
yeah,
sees the
keep that
others,
in
he
mind.
goes, and when he sees the others, he's like, I apologize. I was not able to do the nightly maintenance on all of our gear. And he kind of says it with this sort of, you know, you never know him to be tired, but he is a little like as haggard as like an automaton man could be. Like he worked all throughout the night, like, you know, so he's just like, not stressed, but just like, ugh, it's over. Like that was a really long, extended session of just alchemy.
I think
That's
we
it.
will be okay
We
for
must
missing
cook.
it for a night. You do good work, friend.
All right.
Yeah. That looks like 10 GP worth of anti-venom. I'll tell you what.
Not salty at all.
Now, this is the first time he said it in character, and to that, Hadar goes, 20 gold to save a life is good value. 20 gold
Yeah,
to
but it-
save a relationship. 20 gold to save a town. I think that's
that's
good
great.
value in
It's
that.
Samson's life.
Well, what's one life over another?
A lot, actually.
And Hadar just like doesn't see it as anything other than he's just like, it's, hey, we're saving people, you know, like.
Eh,
Again,
more power to you. Good money.
you know, you don't know this, but out of character, like this is the guy with all the dead people names inside of his armor. You know, like he's just
Hey,
like, we're saving people. Like,
I'm not stopping you.
yeah.
I'm gonna be a little bit of a dick about it, but I didn't say no.
I didn't say no. It's not like I'm stopping you. Jeez. No, it's good.
All right, so you guys basically have the entire day before the meeting. Is there anything that you guys would like to do while all the stores are open, while people are milling around town? Anything that you guys at all would like to take care of, or do you want to just smash cut to the meeting?
I'm gonna hold off unless anybody has anything else they want to do.
I'm good for a smash cut.
I'd like to check in with Ren, see how they're
Yeah.
doing, and see if they've seen anything while being in the stables. You know, because
Yeah.
stable boy, right? Like,
Right.
I'm curious to know that.
Yeah,
True.
that tracks. Okay. So then, yeah, we'll say that Hadar, you kind of pocket all of the anti-venoms and the health potions that you've made overnight, and you make your way out to the stables. And as you walk out there, you see Samson just got like a new load of hay from the local farmers, and he is just chucking away, unloading that wagon into the storage area for all the hay, and he is just going to town. Give me perception real quick.
Okay, awesome. I will give that to you. Ace, give me perception.
Say less, brother man.
Oh yes, I failed to mention at the top of the stream, Hadar isn't able to be, or TVHEADD's not able to be at his computer at the moment, but he is joining us in call, obviously. So Ace is rolling all of Hadar's stuff for the current time being.
Yeah. What a good guy.
What a guy.
I will be an 11
What a
for a
guy.
total of 18.
An 18.
Hey, not bad.
All right.
I'll say that that's enough for Hadar to notice that Samson looks a little off. Like he doesn't seem his jolly himbo self right now. He seems very pensive.
Itchy.
Kind
of.
He kind of clocks you as you're like walking over to the stables, and you hear the sounds of hay stopped being thrown. As he like you look over and he's just kind of like looking at you a little bit, not like with any malice or anything, but he's just like observing you. And he is just kind of like holding a square bale of hay, like just like mid like swing, like he's about to throw it in. Like he just kind of froze for a second.
Hey there,
I'll
buddy.
say cinematically for the purposes of like the scene, he's got that one in his hands, and the previous one he threw is sort of like off to the side of the big pile he has. So Hadar goes in helpfully and grabs a bale of hay and kind of puts it properly in its spot, and as he's walking over to Ren, he sees him there and is like, good morning.
Ren kind of sleepily opens his eyes to you and goes, oh, hey, well, good morning. Are we heading out already?
Not quite. We still have a lot of work to do here.
Oh,
and then I'll look over at sorry, stable boy's name?
Samson.
Yep.
Samson. Yeah, I look over at Samson while saying that and petting Ren. And kind of just to kind of see if he what he knows and what he says and if he reacts.
He just, like, after you kind of place the bale of hay in its proper spot, he only watches you for a couple seconds longer before he just goes back to work. Kind of wordless. He doesn't really say anything to you. So he's kind of taken his mind off of you and back onto his task at hand.
Okay. Well, I had originally intended to ask Ren some things about, like, if he had seen stuff, but like kind of seems now not the best to maybe do that in front of Samson. So I'll I mean, he's here. Maybe if he's not immediately like just like, hey man, heck you, like, if that wasn't his immediate reaction, like maybe I'll sort of try and see what he's up to, maybe, or yeah, I don't know, try and talk with him a bit.
Oh, talk to Ren or Samson?
Samson.
Okay, yeah,
right, because
he's like I said, his when he was like kind of looking at you, it wasn't anything out of like malice. I think he was just trying to figure something out. But he kind of like does that thing where he like slightly shakes his head a little bit to get himself snapped back out of it and back to work.
Yeah.
So by all means, you can walk back over and talk to Samson.
Okay. In character, Hadar's thought is, I find it easier to talk with people while we are both working on a thing. Sort of in that same vein of like, people can talk together easier when they're doing the dishes together, kind of deal. So he just begins to help Samson with his task, if he'll let him, if he doesn't immediately stop him.
you start helping him, and Samson, who hasn't stopped working, is like, you don't have to help me. This is my job.
I don't have to help you, but I want to help you.
Oh well, that's mighty appreciated. And he just kind of continues to work, and kind of not raising his spirits too much.
Sort of a double meaning on that. He's like, you don't have to help me, and I'm like, but I want to help you. Kind of thing.
Yeah, like he clearly doesn't mind because he's not stopping you. He's just not very talkative.
Yeah, I'm trying to suss out if his girlfriend got to talk to him overnight. You know what I mean?
Straight up. 2 introverts in the VC for real.
Right? If it doesn't seem like she's talked to him yet, or I guess I just kind of have to figure out. I go, so your bow, have you had a chance to speak with them?
Yeah, she told me all about the plan that y'all have hatched, and I reckon the cat's out of the I reckon the cat's out of the bag now. As they say. He kind of stops working and he looks around to make sure that nobody else is around, and he leans in and says, "You truly believe you can help me?"
It will be the most painful thing you've ever experienced. I won't undersell it,
Wow, man.
but I think it's possible.
You see him kind of like his
if
shoulders
there's even a
drop
chance,
bit.
don't you think it's worth doing?
I agree. If there is a way to end this curse, then I would like to see it through, regardless of how much pain it would cause me. I would like to try to get in her father's good graces and, pursue things past that point. But I think
Right. Yeah.
I very much would appreciate any help that you could provide.
We'll do our best. I am curious though, the creature that originally you got it from, has it moved on? Is that someone else? Where? When? How?
Oh, this was long ago. I don't know what she's told you, but this has been an affliction that I've been dealing with since childhood.
Oh damn.
Oh, I see.
I may have embellished the truth a bit when we were first courting, but it's not something that it's not like I haven't tried to find ways to rid myself of this. It's just been very hard to get any help. There's not really anybody here in town who is keen to those things, let alone the people who are keen to it aren't exactly the friendly type, the charitable type.
I'm aware.
So, but yes, this was long ago. My brothers found me in the woods when I was going out for firewood one night, and they found me bloodied up by the creature. I couldn't tell you which way it went or who it is or if they're even still around, but I think I'm the only one here.
Well, I suppose that's good enough for right now. With viruses like this, contact tracing is important, but since a case happened so long ago, I'm afraid that ship has sailed.
Yes, my brothers are aware of my condition, if you want to call it that. They've been very good about keeping my secret. They were able to keep me secured for a while until they just couldn't anymore. Maybe it was because I'd grown too powerful for the way for them to just simply lock me in the basement and wait it out. But thankfully, that's where she came in and was able to help me further by putting me out in that shack outside of town. Whenever a full moon would come, and you see him just kind of like look up to the sky a little bit, and he says, "Unfortunately, it's not too far away from another one."
About that, I'd like to try and do things before sundown, get things started. Like I said, 6 minutes, about, I think.
That's all.
But
It
will
takes.
be the most painful. It will be the most painful thing you've ever experienced. If you have anything,
sure.
yeah, like he's not really trying to like not undersell it. Like he's like the most painful thing you've ever experienced.
My dude, this is fucked.
Yeah, yeah.
See
if
that,
you have
man,
any,
Jesus.
if you have anything to take care of, important things before we start, before the sun goes down, before the moon comes out. While the sun is out, I'd like to take care of this. If you have anything important to do, I would do it in the next few hours. We can, I guess we can, since your brothers are aware, I guess we can convene inside and we can have everybody try and help out.
Yes, I do have a few things I should probably attend to. Let me finish my work here, and then I will I'll go inside. I'll let Hanson and Branson know, and then I guess I will see you later this evening.
Before evening.
Before evening, right. And you see that he goes back to work, but it's more rushed. It's less like the Samson that you've seen, who's been jolly and just kind of like throwing things in and still doing a good job. But this time there's like a sense of almost urgency behind him.
Yeah.
The way that he's picking up now, a bale in each hand and just double chucking them into the storage unit and just working at a fever pitch.
Right on. Before I go, I'll ask, would you consent to being restrained?
While he's pumping through the fucking hay bales, he says, "Whatever you think would help best. I consent to all of it." And he just kind of keeps working, not even looking at you.
Very well. And then he makes his exit.
I'm not gonna lie, you said pumping. I thought you were gonna say iron.
Yeah, brother.
It's getting a good pump going right now.
Pumping hay.
Hey man, how's that to transform?
Yeah.
But yeah, he goes back to work feverishly as you walk away.
How much would chains cost?
I think it's a minuscule amount, but let me look into it for you.
I think they're cheap. Cheaper than manacles.
Chain, 10 foot of chain is 4 gold.
Oh dang! Never mind.
Can we go back to like the that cottage out in the woods or whatever where he's been chained up before? And just
Oh
use
yeah,
that?
did they have stuff there for it?
Because that's where.
Oh, we
she
could
would
just do
put
that
him.
there. Yeah, we could. I forgot. Yeah,
I thought that's what you guys were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
that was my intention. That's why
I'll
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
just retcon and say, like, instead of being like we'll be in the brothers' place, we'll go out and do it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, I forgot about
you're
that.
Go to your secret hidey hole.
The secret hidey hole.
good.
Yeah, then I guess they have chains there and everything, so that'll work.
Yeah. All right. Vaeri, is there anything that you would like to do before we smash cut to the meeting.
So Betty does a reading and for the cards and tells everybody what it says, and the cards are repeating their message louder. The most important card has ended up in the unclear future section. It is brass dwarf again. Someone very strong may remain strong, but also they could sacrifice themselves to make everyone else safe.
Oh boy.
Man, I do
The
gotta
other
say,
future
these
card.
cards.
The other future card is the liar. It is positive, but it is love at most treacherousness. People that will leap to their death over love. And then the owl is the wisdom of the natural order. The pack of wolves that call the weak and the herd, and nature retaining its cycle. The cards are not providing any guidance. It could go either way.
So what I'm
But
gathering
it
from
is
this,
momentous, if nothing else.
So what I'm gathering from this is we should make sure the girlfriend's at home, not around, just in case
I
things
thought it
go
would have been
south.
a much better idea that neither the girlfriend nor the brothers were there. That's
Yeah.
just my opinion, because that reduces the chance of
Casualties.
somebody getting hurt in the process.
Exactly my concern.
I agree with this. We should tell everyone else to stay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean that makes sense.
Works
I
for
mean,
me.
it reduces the chance of people getting hurt that can't fight should they have to.
Yeah.
Or trying to stop us if we have to do things another way.
Yeah, well, I'd like to see him try.
Jeez.
Good fucking luck, losers.
I will turbo smash Branson like I don't know why I have it out for Branson, but
I know.
What did Branson do? Damn.
Poor guy.
I think you've had it out for a lot of NPCs.
I
True.
do just kind of look.
Just a very
When-
confrontational
look,
person.
There's
Look,
Branson,
look.
there's the Piss Lord.
I don't actually.
no,
have
that
it
guy
out
had
for
it coming.
Branson. Piss Lord deserved it. Sign Lord also deserved it.
The good old saga of Sign Lord.
Ren, not the horse, also deserved it for the record.
Hey, no.
I would say that there's like one of the things that Solus would probably say if he were still here, rest in peace.
Rest in pepperoni.
Yep.
Rip to a
Is
legend.
there's a lot you have a lot of audacity in such a small body, but we also have Vaeri here, so that wouldn't have worked.
That's damn true.
I think Vaeri has enough audacity for the entire party. So
Yeah, I feel like
yeah,
this party
damn.
is like at least half audacity, maybe 3/4 audacity.
Mhm.
It's kind of
Yeah.
3/4
I can see that.
audacity now.
I would say 3/4 is probably apt.
yeah.
Would you say someone thinking that they could actually solve this problem without having to kill the guy is an audacious plan? I don't know.
You could consider it.
It's a daring plan.
I feel like it's probably
I
the
would
most
consider
sensible
that
thing in
plan
this.
to cost like 20 GP.
Oh my gosh! When we're
there's the
spending
audacity.
thousands of GP on our swords and things later on in levels, it's just gonna it's gonna feel real silly that we're like 20 GPs.
No,
But
at
yeah,
this
no, I
point,
totally
I'm just
get it.
doing it for the funnies, but
It's for the bit. Yeah.
Vori, was there something else you wanted to say?
Nope, just that.
Okay.
I think it's time, boys.
All right. We didn't ever get around to finding a way to craft me any silver bullets. I remember that now. I remember there
No,
was
we
some
got
sort of
yeah.
the
application
paste
for that.
from Hadar, so we can put it on our weapons or
can
10
code
pieces
it.
of ammunition, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I gave that to y'all already. Yeah.
That
Yeah, yeah,
silver
yeah.
salve? Did we determine that I
Yeah.
could put that on bullets?
Yes, 10
Yeah.
pieces of ammunition.
Oh.
Yeah, it can be put on 10 pieces of ammunition. Essentially, you dip them in it.
Oh, well, like, is there a way that I can, like, say that that's done, or was it I couldn't prep it? It had to be done like in the heat of battle or something.
I would say you
I
could
believe,
probably do
yeah,
it
you
prior
set it up
to
ahead of time, and it's good for like I want to say
an
like an
hour.
hour.
hmm
Yeah.
Oh, well,
So,
can,
But
so
the
can I-
when
next
we get to the
hour, the
shack, you'll
weapon
be able
or
to set it up.
ammunition counts as
Okay.
silver instead of its normal precious material.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
then I would like to do that then.
So, yeah,
like
when we get there, obviously.
Yeah, wait till we restrain the guy, and then set it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I don't
will.
I don't even want to wait till we restrain him. I want to do it like right as we walk in.
That's damn true. I would think like as soon as we convene, I'll do it. If you want to do it when we convene, I think that's smart.
Yeah, that's what I would like to do.
All right.
And for the record, as well, just so that we're clear, when we get there, I want to not only, get 10 bullets with crazy silver bullshit, but I also want to make sure that at least 4 of those bullets are loaded into each of my 4 dueling pistols. I'm gonna make it very clear.
Okay.
I'm loaded and ready to go.
Okay. Duly noted.
Just in case.
Sure.
I'm nothing if not precautious.
Hey,
Yeah, you got
It's
you
good
got
to
enough
have.
to put
And a little precocious.
yeah,
you got enough to put 4 in 2 of them.
and then some.
Well,
Yeah.
they hold 1 bullet each, so.
Oh, they do. Never mind. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
dueling
And
pistols.
that's why I have 4.
Ah, that makes sense. Yeah.
All right. If there's nothing else. Nothing else?
No,
Uh,
I think I'm good.
Not from me. Not
Oh,
until we
good.
actually start to approach.
Okay. Then we will go ahead and smash cut to the scene outside of town. You guys are the sun is getting low in the sky. You are approaching, and you can see in the distance the shack, and you also see Samson just kind of like standing against the wall.
Okay. Before I get into like comfortable eye shot, I'm gonna use the masquerade scarf again,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to be. Hold on, give me 1 second. Sorry. I will sort of be I guess you'd be like kind of a field medic kind of outfit.
Okay.
Oh.
So, so it's like
All right.
Oh, you're the
I would
guy.
say like
You're
Right.
the guy.
like adventuring clothes, but then it's kind of like a white doctor's coat that's kind of like a little tattered and tied back, and my face is a little older. There's some wrinkles. I'm a field medic. I'm a doctor. I've seen some cursed shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, my name is Dr. Christoph Christofferson.
I was gonna do that X.
Oh my gosh.
You can have the
I
brain
am
cells
now. I am now Doctor Is Not Afik.
back.
Oh no.
And that's all. As we approach.
All right.
Okay. You guys approach. Samson clocks you guys, sees you, and he stiffens up a little bit, and he says, well, I assume you are the doctor?
Oh, hello, yes. I can't do it. Sorry.
Okay.
Very like looks over and like starts for a second.
Oh my gosh.
sorry. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
It's fine. You don't
can.
have to.
But yes, I reach out my hand and I say, "Hello, I am Doctor Afik, but please just call me this not." I have seen
Time. Pause.
many.
Hold on.
What?
This motherfucker's name is not a fake.
That's what I said.
No, it's not Afik. God,
Thank you. That he gets it.
the name
God damn it.
is obvious.
I have seen multiple cases of lycanthropy in my life, and I have seen multiple people pull through their recovery. Now, I have only met a robotic friend recently, but he does not mince words, as I'm sure you have noticed. I would like to assure you that it will not be quite as bad as he makes it seem. You can rest easy. He likes to go a little overboard.
That's certainly going to be a fib roll.
I would love to see Hadar's if Hadar can make facial expressions, I would love to see what facial expression is going on.
So mad right
currently.
now. He's like, what the fuck, man?
There's just the slightest pause and the sort of that head jerk back thing that someone does, but just a slight one of like, huh? Like the what the and then he hears him say that and he goes, yeah, yes, I suppose I can be fatalistic at times.
So I am visually a doctor right now. So would you say this lie is connected to my disguise?
I would say so, yes.
Okay.
At the
me.
risk of the disguise melting apart.
Fucking power gamer ace over here.
That's gonna be a 23.
Yeah, okay.
Damn.
He Samson reaches out a hand to shake yours and says, I see I'm in good hands, Doctor. Thank you for coming all this way.
Of course. This is my my life's purpose. I lost a friend to a curse long ago, and I would love to see you cured of yours.
While this is going on, can Mai just whisper to Hadar and Vaeri? Just does he get a kick out of lying to simpletons or something?
You can be honest to him. Yes, I do.
I'm not answering that. Out of character, I'm not. My character's not answering that.
I think so, but he's getting better at it.
Yeah, let's go.
Are you telling me he was worse before?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh boy. Carry on, I suppose.
So, I would gesture maybe towards the inside of the shack in sort of a shall we kind of way.
Shall we?
You see Samson draw a huge breath and goes, all right, let's get this started. And he just kind of fumbles his way inside. You guys, well, as you guys are about to head in, you guys hear footsteps behind you.
Oh hell!
Vaeri says to Mai right before we turned around. Yeah, Nada was his first character. Not a criminal.
Oh wow!
Hearing the footsteps, can Mai preemptively draw one of her pistols and draw one of their pistols and turn it towards the footsteps?
Yeah, you can. The footsteps stop, and you hear a voice say, "It's not that I don't trust you,
Oh hell!
but I want to see this through myself, just in case."
Mr. Blacksmith, you are who to him?
I'm the father of the girl that he's seeing. which I'm not quite still very fond of, but I reckon if he can prove his strength by making it through this, then there might be something to him yet.
And you see Ace's eyes kind of dart back and forth between the two, and he says, "Well, my friend, I have seen lots of curses, but that I cannot help with."
my lowers their pistol, still in hand, but my lowers their pistol and just again head in hand. Just oh my god.
There's a certain amount of
but
risk
if we-
attached to this.
We should get going.
If I can suggest, he says to the dwarf, perhaps you wait outside, make sure no one interrupts us, and if things go poorly and he bursts out the wall, you tell us which direction he went.
I will stand in the doorway, but I will do as you ask.
Good lord.
And he just kind of like pushes past the four of you and makes his way to the doorway where he and Samson are now like looking at each other. And you see Samson kind of clam up. He seems more nervous about facing the blacksmith than he is about this this procedure that's about to go down.
His own mortality. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
I
what?
don't blame him for a
You know
second.
what? That's a fucking mood.
Yeah.
That's
Samson,
a fucking mood.
We've all been there.
Samson kind of drops his head and goes, I was hoping we could meet under better circumstances. Blacksmith says, save it for till after. We can talk then.
Right then, Hadar, would you please? Well, I think restraint sounds so awful, but that's what it is. Would you please restrain our patient?
Yeah. I mean, using the materials there, chains and manacles, I would imagine it's what they have on hand. We can, restrain the guy.
Yeah. So yeah, he walks over onto the bed that is kind of crudely made in the shack and lays down and just kind of offers his wrists and ankles outwards so you can secure him easier.
Do you think after we're done, this will be nicknamed the Love Shack?
I think it already is the Love Shack.
The blacksmith shoots like a darting glare at you.
Oh, sorry, that was in character. Sorry. My comment was out of character.
All is fair, but also my just shrugs. Mine doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, right. I mean,
all right. So what do we got? We got a restrained dude in the middle of the evening, right?
Mm-hmm.
We should close the door. He motions the
Yes.
blacksmith to stand either inside or outside, but
yeah.
The blacksmith moves inside the room and closes the door behind him and moves to where one of the destroyed windows is and just kind of like watches out through it. Every now and then he'll glance back and look at the four of you and look at Samson. But he does keep watch outside.
I suppose Hadar will produce the vials and he'll begin explaining. It's a 3-step process, this plan. First, wolfsbane. Hard to find, very rare. It will burn the lycanthropy out of you. Second phase, antivenom. Hopefully, this will stem the tide of the poison, keep it from killing you. Third phase, health potion, and health potion / any magics or aid willing to be given during the process. If you seem to be fading, we can try and keep you alive with these potions.
But we'll be fine. I assure you.
Samson doesn't say anything. He just kind of nods, looking intently at where he would assume your eyes would be.
That is the magical / scientific side. But if you would give me a bit of a superstitious, a good luck charm from back in my days in the Thieves Guild. An ace produces a single silver piece from his pouch. And he says, what you're going to do is you're going to hold this on your tongue. I have never seen an operation take place with this particular, I don't even know what the word I'm looking for is.
Affliction.
Affliction, ailment.
But just like the thing. I have never seen someone go through holding a
Lycanthropy.
piece of silver on their tongue and watch the operation fail. I implore you, please.
Does that, out of character, does that hurt him even when they is human or no? Yes, no.
You don't know.
Oh, we don't know.
Oh, fuck.
Well?
Well?
I guess in character, my Hadar would be kind of unsure about this and says, that superstition seems fine. If it seems to hurt them, we might not want to. We might not want to, but if it doesn't hurt them, I don't see the harm.
Maybe use something other than gold.
Well, it's
Or
silver.
silver.
Or yeah, that other than silver.
No, there's
Out of character, I
specific
think I
reason
get
it's
the
silver.
I get the point where it's like, if he does like werewolf out, like, it's a werewolf with a silver piece in their mouth. I mean, that's not going to be a good
Yep.
day for them.
You're picking up what I'm putting down.
Right. I think I understand. It's just like there's the chance that it hurts them.
Does it
as
do
a
extra
human
damage
too.
during the process? Yeah, that we're trying to
Yeah, I
step the
don't want to
damage
do
on.
extra damage to them because that'll be hard. So we'll try. We'll see if he can, and if he can, it's all right.
I will not force you. Of course, it is
Yeah.
your body, it is your choice. But
Yeah.
I
Just
assure
sort of
you,
touch it to him and see if he like immediately winces
I
or
have
something.
never
I don't know.
seen this fail. Would you be willing to humor me?
If you believe it'll help, then I have no qualms.
Please stick out your tongue.
He does so.
And Ace places the silver piece on his tongue.
As soon as it hits his tongue, like in a flash, you see his eyes go from human to canine.
Son of a.
And he then like he blinks and the human eyes are back, and he just kind of grimaces and bears it.
I understand.
Oh.
I understand. Please. But you can tell it is working. It is working with you. You are staying you. You must keep it in your mouth.
Not sure that's what that means, but all right.
He kind of just gives like a very short nod, and then like, while keeping the coin on his tongue, he closes his mouth again, and he just kind of looks to the four of you expectedly.
Right.
Wait, no,
Well,
we gotta
I do hate
we
to
gotta
do it,
administer
yes,
potions
I need to
via his mouth.
go.
Like I just
You can't-
realized.
you just pour it over the coin. But I do have to go for 20 minutes.
Yes, this is where this would be a great time to do our intermission right before
Thank you.
the
Thank you.
operation.
Sorry.
Oh my
No, that's
gosh.
fine. That's what I was leading to. Is like right before you guys make the rolls for everything is when we would cut to intermission. So
All right,
you just
I
beat
will
me to
be
it.
back.
Out of character, I'm so nervous.
Don't be nervous, buddy.
yeah.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
We may have to
know.
forego that coin deal.
Yeah, I don't want him
know.
to swallow it. Like
I know this is not gonna work out.
maybe just put
I
it on
can
his
already
forehead
tell.
or something.
Maybe. But
Anybody
for
got
now,
any tape?
we will do our intermission. We're gonna get the dice rolling again here at we'll say 20 after. I'll be back in just a few minutes after I grab a drink, use the little boys' room. Yeah, and we'll just talk and hang out, and then, like I said, 20 till we'll see how the operation goes.
All right, see you in a few.
All right, see y'all in a few. Stick around.
Ah!
All right. Got stretched out. Got my drinky drink. We're ready to rock and roll here in just a few minutes. If you're still here, thank you for sticking by.
I am here.
Welcome. Let me see what I've got as far as announcements. I didn't really do a whole lot of announcements at the top of the session.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Next Saturday is the special one-shot for Grid, where in Project Open Table, Grid has won the October event, so they get a special one-shot in their system of choosing. They've chosen me to GM Scum and Villainy, so we will be taking a look at that. It is basically Blades in the Dark, but in space.
I am so sad I couldn't be in that.
Nice.
My God, do we have a wild crew just by composition alone. But Grid will be in it, Undead Commander will also be in it, and we'll have Mikami and Cubix for the first time at my table. Very excited to have my old buddy Cube finally take a seat and do some gaming. That's next Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and then I think we have hashed out the next couple weekends. The 7th will be the next installment of Blades in the Dark, Part 5. I think this is where the session where everybody cracks down on what job they want to take, and then what we're going to do from there.
I didn't even know she had that movie.
Tell Quester I said hi.
Oh. Hey Quester, they said hi.
Oh, hi everyone.
Scared you. He's playing the game Remnant 2. Yeah.
Okay, hell yeah, I've heard good things.
Oh, it's fun.
But yeah, the 7th will be our next Blades in the Dark, and then I think, if I'm recalling correctly, everybody is cool with doing the 14th for our next session, Part 16. At least that's what I think that's what I got in the chat earlier.
It sounds right.
Yeah, yep. So the 14th will be Part 16, and then maybe they'll have to deal with the consequences of whatever happens tonight. I know that I've got some one-shots that I'm planning to run in December. One of them at least, maybe a second. We'll see what plays out. And speaking of Project Open Table, if you haven't joined yet, if you're one of the viewers who hasn't graced our halls, please do so. If you punch in the command in chat !POT, just like Vori did, thank you. You'll get the link to our card, which will take you to our social medias, and it will also have the Discord invite right there. You just click on it and come on in. We've got a lot of community events going on. This month, the members have been compiling a cookbook by submitting recipes to the recipe submission channel. And after the month of November, we're going to compile them all into a single PDF and distribute that for free to the rest of the community.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. And I know that Undead Commander is actually going to be streaming himself cooking one of the recipes from that cookbook. So if you want to see Undead make your dish, maybe submit a recipe. I know I'm going to actually go tomorrow to get the recipe that I plan on submitting, which I'm really excited for. And we got some more community events coming up in December. We've got community events that happen every month, regardless of what it is. We've got Grid, who handles our GM workshops. One night is kind of a free form, like just GMs get together and hang out and bounce ideas off of each other, so it's very open forum. And then the next GM workshop that they tend to do is more like a presentation, where he will go and he'll actually get some insight from other GMs about a given topic and present it, and we will ultimately upload those to the Project Open Table YouTube channel.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's a revolving thing that's going on, and I think there's another one that's kind of like a bi-weekly thing that's going to start happening. I can't give too much information about it yet because it's still in the planning stages, but if you are a creative type, an artist or writer or anything of that nature, maybe keep your ears open. Yeah. Ace is going to be joining us again here shortly. They are also dealing with the circumstance of playing half the session at home and then playing the rest of the session at work. But I mean, anything to keep the gang together, I am more than happy to try out.
Yeah, sometimes you end up in those kind of weird situations.
I have returned.
Welcome
We're talking
back.
about Project Open Table, the greatest Discord that's ever been created for TTRPG stuff.
Project Open Table.
Yes, I am talking about Project Open Table, the TTRPG server.
For Thanksgiving. For Thanksgiving is what we're calling it now.
Project Open Table. I love
Project
it.
Open Table.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
That's I'm bringing it a potluck.
Let me just get in the server settings and completely fucking annihilate everything.
all at the whim of me not knowing how to speak English properly.
Hey, some of the best things are born from stuff like that.
Also,
That
some of
should
the
just
worst.
that should just be a recipe somebody puts in there. It's just Project Open Potato, and it's all it is just a recipe for like a baked potato, like very simple baked potato. Like bake a potato, put whatever you want on it. Project Open Potato. Like
Project Open Potato. Yep.
You got to make sure to split the potato open so that you can put your dressings inside.
Yeah, because if you just leave the potato whole and put everything on top of it, then it all just falls off.
Yeah, that's the open part of
yeah,
open
the potato is open.
It's open. Yeah, exactly.
Damn, this is multi-level. Anyway, you guys want to work? You guys want to operate on a werewolf?
Sure.
Well,
That didn't seem
So,
very
I mean,
enthusiastic.
Let's do. Very
I guess
just basically just gonna watch. So.
Yeah, I was gonna
I don't
say
think I have any skills that
technically
can help.
yeah, I was gonna say technically we can push forward because like I don't think Ace's character had any roles to do necessarily.
No, not really.
my current
The
role is
other two
contemplating.
people who can help heal is Vaeri and sorry.
Mine doesn't
Vaeri
know
has
that.
a +1 on medicine and is untrained.
Oh, I thought you had that.
No,
No, remember I had to give away the one item that I had because I didn't have medicine to be able to use it.
Oh, actually,
That's
I am trained in and have a +9 in medicine. Huh, interesting.
Oh, there you go.
Who would have thunk it?
My current job is contemplating whether or not to shoot the blacksmith.
Oh no.
Nah, you
I
can
think
do it
it'll
if you
be
want
fine.
to.
Mine's got what they coin as their danger sense,
Mm.
and it's just a gut feeling that everything's gonna go fucking wrong.
Just a general mistrust of everything.
Basically,
Yeah.
It's valid.
It's
And-
very
and-
valid.
My is an optimistic pessimist. My expects the worst and is pleasantly surprised when it doesn't happen.
Oh, Maya and I have a lot in common.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yes, same here.
All
I may
right.
be projecting a little bit, but it's fine.
Right. So we're back in the shack. Ace has given Samson the lucky silver coin to hold on their tongue.
I don't know if that's okay. I'm still not sure about that. I'm like, this guy has to like drink potions. I don't know if having a, you know what I mean. I don't want to go against their character decisions or choices, but I'm just like, I don't know if that's. I don't see how that works, but
I guess we'll see how it works here very shortly.
I am
Just
here and
on the-
listening, but I have to swap to my phone for a second because the dog decided that instead of telling me that she needs to go out while on break, she's telling me now.
oh, of course.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Ace was doing my rolls.
I can do your rolls too.
Oh, okay. I don't think I have to do any rolls, but I just thought about that. I literally just snapped too.
Yeah, we'll burn that bridge when we cross it.
Okay.
All right, so you must administer the Wolfsbane potion first.
Okay. Okay, and then yeah. Okay. So once we get into it, it's going. 6 minutes. We have to keep a count. I'll administer the Wolfsbane and then the anti-venom to try and counteract the bad parts of the potion.
Okay. The Wolfsbane does have an onset of 10 minutes. So I think after the 10 minutes is when everything starts happening.
That's right. You're right. Right. I'm just trying to figure out the order of operations here.
Yeah, so the Wolfsbane he'll take the Wolfsbane. There'll be about 10 minutes and then stage 1.
Yeah. And it's not like I'm reading that correctly, right? It's not like because my impression was it's not neutralizing it, like it's not in his system anymore. It's like you're still suffering through it, but it makes trying to deal with it easier, right?
Afflicted with the curse of were creature and survive stage 3 of Wolfsbane, you're immediately cured of the curse.
Right. So that part, and then the anti-venom is like it doesn't neutralize it.
No.
It doesn't make the Wolfsbane go away. It just makes dealing with you're still poisoned by Wolfsbane. You're just dealing with it a little bit better.
Yeah. When you drink an anti-venom potion, you can immediately attempt a DC 10 flat check to end any persistent poison damage that you're taking. In addition, for 1 minute after drinking the potion, you gain a +1 item bonus to Fortitude saving throws to avoid taking persistent poison damage.
Right. So it's not as if there is no longer like if he succeeds, it's not like there's no longer Wolfsbane in your system. You still have it in your system.
It's just
it's
easier
still
to
coursing
deal with.
through. It's just easier to deal with. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And I'm gonna tweak it in my GMly power to basically instead, because it's not necessarily persistent damage, it just says like a flat die amount of poison damage
every minute.
But I am going to allow the +1 item bonus to work with his Fortitude saves for all those stages.
Fantastic. I'm feeling confident. I don't know if that confidence is earned, but I feel good about this. This guy seems like a big boy, like he's sturdy, you know.
He's a pretty sturdy guy, yeah. Right.
Yeah. So.
Well,
mine doesn't share your confidence.
I know. All right. I guess
there's one way to find out.
All right. I kind of put my hand on the top of their forehead and I just go, once we start, we can't stop. It'll take 10 minutes for it to start working. You'll feel the effects. And that's when I'll administer the anti-venom.
He kind of, you see his eyes kind of like drop to the side a little bit, but then they meet, well, where yours would be. And he just gives a firm nod and opens his mouth, the silver coin still on his tongue.
Okay, I just sort of like try and pour past it and let him kind of swallow, gulp without like, you know, swallowing the silver piece.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
I had a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Is he currently taking damage from that silver coin? Or is he just mildly uncomfortable?
He's quite uncomfortable. He's not taking, he doesn't look like he's hurting from it, but I
don't know why we need.
He is not vibing with it at all.
I think what Ace was leaning towards was a kind of like a not a ritual, but like I mean, I guess ritual is probably the right word to use. Fuck, I don't know. Like something like a good luck
a rabbit's foot
thing. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a little placebo effect.
Yeah, I'm sure that's all the Ace was thinking.
No, I mean, I get it. Like, if he werewolves out, having a werewolf sitting there with a silver piece in their mouth, I mean, that's mighty convenient to have. I'm just like, I don't know about that. But we'll go with it for
The
now.
concern is that it distracts him too much from focusing on everything else.
That's what yes, exactly. You get it.
Gives him something to put his mind on.
That
well-
too, maybe. That could be that effect. I don't know.
But regardless,
okay.
You pour the Wolfsbane potion down his throat, and he immediately is not having it. He's
not good.
He's not doing good. You see that his eyes immediately flash back into canine mode, and you see actually the muscles on his arms like kind of bulk out even a little bit more than what his muscles already were, and he is already beginning to pull at his restraints. The stages haven't even happened yet, but the fact that the Wolfsbane is in his body, the curse is not taking it well.
It's like the curse itself is not happy with it.
Correct. At this point, if anybody were to look back at the blacksmith, he is just kind of like, he's not facing towards you guys, but he is keeping a side eye and watching this whole process go down a little bit.
Right.
Yep. Vaeri will make it his job to keep it, since I can't do anything with the process. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on, also side eye on the blacksmith.
Right.
Okay. Sure. I'll ask Mai to just check his restraints again, and as he's pulling out 50 feet of rope, and I start to add additional rope to him,
Okay.
while he's there to sort of like really tie him down.
Okay. He's not like trying to like rip himself off the walls or anything, but he is like, you feel him, he is like he's pulling a little bit. There's a few minutes before stage 1 begins. Is there anything anybody would like to do before stage 1 hits?
Yeah.
Pray to whatever god that you believe in.
Yeah, don't you have some of that out of character, like, or do you not have a deity?
Not knowingly.
Not knowingly. I thought that was called a warlock.
No, because it's the my dedication, the Blessed One dedication.
Mhm.
I'm touched by a deity and gifted with the ability to alleviate the suffering of others, but I don't have to be like
Of a deity.
attached to that deity, right?
Oh, crazy. Okay.
Yeah, so there's some deity looking out for me. Don't know who.
Wow. Yeah, I
So-
just add the extra rope to hopefully that helps.
Yep.
Sorry, go ahead.
Vaeri will pulls a card again. It's the brass dwarf again.
Oh God.
Are you using that website and it just keeps feeding you that same card?
It's showing up somewhere in the thing every time, yeah.
Jeez.
Wow.
But he pulls that card and shows it to him, and begins to describe the card. It says, this is not from your world. This is from where we come from. It is like your Tadro. This is the brass dwarf. It is an Azer. He represents invulnerability to danger. Others may fall. He remains strong. He stands through everything, no matter what comes towards him. I have been asking this deck about you and this for days. This card keeps coming up. You are strong. You are stronger than this curse. And it will not affect you. You will walk past it. You are invulnerable to it. You will stand among everyone else who falls to it. Conveniently leaving out the rest of it.
Right.
Yeah.
He like kind of pays attention when he can, but for the most part he is fighting this curse. Because the curse knows something's going down. And it's at this point that stage 1 hits, and you see his back arch off of the bed, and he lets out a scream, and then he remembers the silver coin on his tongue, and he just kind of closes his mouth, and like he's holding the coin to the roof of his mouth with his tongue, and you just hear him screaming through it.
Okay.
This will be the first of the fortitude saves that he has to do.
Anti-venom.
Okay. So that's going to be a DC 10 flat check first off.
Okay. They're doing that? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Does not seem to take much effect. Now he has to do his fortitude save. Which is a 26. You see him like I said, his back arches up again, and the screams coming through his mouth. And if he is the first leg of the fight, and he is not doing very well with it. He is going to take 3d10 poison damage.
Oof. I wonder how much hit points he has.
I'll let you know.
The doctor returns.
It's 21 points of poison damage from the stage 1.
Okay.
Can someone hit me with what I missed?
We've begun it. There was like a 10-minute onset, and then he's just made his first roll.
Love it.
The anti-venom didn't take, but he failed the fortitude save.
But actually, we need him to fail a couple, right?
It just goes in order.
I thought he auto failed a few. Or was I misremembering?
It just says stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. It doesn't list he has to fail in any certain one of them.
Yeah.
Well, he's got to make it to stage 3 and then survive it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
So,
and
after about a minute of thrashing and screaming, you see him finally, like, his back lands back on the bed, and he's like breathing very heavily, but he is still alive. He looks a little worse for wear, but he's not. It doesn't look terribly bad yet.
Okay. Yeah, he's just sort of trying to encourage him. Just breathe through it. Breathe through the pain.
You guys have about a minute before the next stage hits.
Okay.
Now would be the time for some healing.
Yeah. I guess. Can anyone do some healing? Anyone? I kind of do a general call.
In his mouth.
I mean, I can physically do it, but I don't have anything on me.
Okay. We can do a potion then. I'll administer a lesser healing potion.
Okay. Ace, are you able to handle that?
Yeah, I can do that. Why not?
If not, I can take it. I can do it for him.
What roll is that? That would be the.
It's 2d8, I believe, right?
Let me check in your inventory real quick. I click on that.
It's a. Sorry, which one was it? Lesser or minor?
Lesser.
Oh,
That's
the lesser.
newer ones I made.
Okay.
Okay, so it is 2d8 plus 5.
Let me drop those into your consumables because I did not do that yet.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Healing potion. You said lesser?
Lesser, not minor.
And how many?
4 of them.
Okay.
And then 8 anti-venom. Which we're not going to use all of them, but you know. That's how many I made.
All right. They are all now in your character sheet.
Cool.
And you're going to use one of them?
Right. We've used 1 anti-venom, and we are using 1 healing potion, lesser.
That will be 14 points of healing.
Okie dokie.
Nice. We got the average. That's good.
Yeah, pretty good.
He took what 21 in his first hit, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not too bad. I
Hey,
mean, that's
hey,
like
yeah,
a-
I
that's-
mean,
like 2/3 of the damage he took being offset. So
yeah.
If he didn't die from the 20, I'm gonna imagine he's got like 30 something maybe.
I would say that's a fair assessment.
Yeah,
he's a
So-
big guy. He might be hovering around where we're at least.
maybe.
He might, but we
Yeah.
should assume small and hope high.
We should assume small. So like, well,
Yeah.
for shorthand, we'll just say he's got 30.
Yeah.
Well, that's
pretty
concern. If he's got 30, that's concerning. If he takes another 20 points of damage.
Yeah.
He's about to go hit
Yeah.
stage 2. Anything else you guys want to do before that happens?
Right.
Uh,
You know, with precision, I would like to administer the anti-venom on time.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm going to take... I gave you 8, so I take 2 off at this point. So you should
2.
be down
Yeah,
to 6.
a total of 2 have been used.
Okay. So then he is going to make another flat check to see if he gains the effects. He does
Oh.
not.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we want him to fail it so that he
We want him
goes to the next stage.
He goes to the next stage
Oh,
regardless.
I'm picking
He
up.
goes to the
Oh,
next
never
stage
mind.
Come on.
regardless.
No,
If
I
he
got you, I
succeeds,
got
it just
you,
takes
I
half damage.
got
Yeah.
you. I got
Oh,
you.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for
But he failed to get the benefits from the anti-venom again.
I got you.
So he's got to rely on his unaided fortitude as stage 2 hits, and you see him lurch even further as if the pain almost doubled.
Gonna dislocate his shoulder doing that.
Or it got a little worse. He's going to take 4d10 poison damage from this second stage.
Oh,
4d10. Oh boy.
Fuck.
Oh no.
For 27 points of damage.
Well, let's
Oh,
hope that he
no.
didn't have 30 because he's dead otherwise. Fuck.
Yeah, did he die? Is he dead?
Calculating.
Oh no.
He looks rough.
Okay.
Looks rough.
All right,
He-
but
Okay.
he's not dead.
Once he comes back down from taking all the damage, his breathing is shallow.
Okay.
He's barely holding on. You see his eyelids flitter a little bit.
Okay.
Sounds
we
like
roll
he
his
needs a
save?
Pat on the back.
My is going to do something uncharacteristic, guided by nothing but a gut feeling. They just kind of, well, admittedly, while still pointing the gun at him, just kind of walks up and is like, shit, I'm not good at this. Hey there, buddy. You're almost through this shit, all right? And then they like place a hand, like just like an awkward like trying to like pat
On the
his
shoulder.
shoulder type of hand,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
and then everybody sees their hand glow. Ooh.
What?
And the hand says, "Healthy." No.
Yes, the hand says healthy. So my not really understanding how it's happening, cast lay on hands, and that's at heightens
Amazing.
2, so that is a flat 6, 12, 18 points of healing.
Very nice.
Very
Nice.
good.
Ta-da!
Let's go ahead and, for good measure, we'll administer another lesser healing.
I would double up, absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will roll.
Mai will
that.
step back and stare awkwardly at their
Ooh,
hand.
That's gonna be 19 points of healing. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Don.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. Sort
19
of like
plus 18, that's what, full health basically back?
Hopefully, yeah.
almost.
Well,
Pretty
Almost.
much, yeah, actually.
Perfect.
Kind of
We're
amazed
doing
in
it.
the moment, but yeah, amazed in the moment, but not able to like fully like deal with that new thing.
Yeah.
Hadar is just like, amazing work, good job.
We will
Like,
address this
pouring
later.
Yeah.
Vaeri leans over to Ace and says, Could your old friend do that too? What was that?
I'm gonna go with no, but I didn't know him long.
Vaeri,
don't think so.
as Samson was verging closer to death, you feel a warmth in your backpack.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Okay.
He's one of the guys.
You shitting me?
Well, he's doomed.
I'm just
Doomed
gonna
by the narrative.
I'm just gonna put this out there. Maybe we burn the lycanthropy out of him, and the lycanthropy becomes the card.
Maybe.
Huh?
Then he
maybe
doesn't say
that.
anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
He does go over to check on the blacksmith, though.
Okay, what do you do with the blacksmith?
This is very rough to watch, yes?
The blacksmith kind of sighs and says, "You know, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm kind of hoping he pulls through."
My mumbled
Maybe,
something
but-
about, good, I don't have to shoot him.
Do not let your guard down. There is still a vicious monster in there.
No.
Watch him carefully. Watch the eyes.
No, trust me, I have been.
Oh, shoot him. You also have those healing shots if you really
Yeah.
needed to. We won't go for that right away though.
All right,
All right.
stage 3.
All right, here we go. With precision and on time, I'll administer the next anti-venom.
All right, DC 10 flat check, and he
Oh, yeah.
passes.
You're doing. He passes.
Yeah, so he will get
So
plus,
he gets a +1.
he gets a +1 on his fort save for this upcoming stage,
Love
Nice.
that for him.
which is going to be 5d10 poison damage
Oh boy.
as
He's
stage 3
taking it
kicks
from-
in.
Roll low, roll
a
low,
pretty
roll low, roll low.
And you see him, you see the pain hit him all over his body. He violently jerks up, his back arching off the bed again, but this time you see that the restraints are being pulled. You see some of the links in the chain begin to bend. You see cracks in the wall beginning to form where the restraints have been bolted in.
Holy shit.
This is the worst of all of it.
Okay.
Oh, I need to make his fort save. Oops, that plus that. Okay.
Let's go.
That's cinema.
He did it.
That was a crit.
Nat
Oh
20
yes.
Nat 20.
Yes.
cinema.
Okay, sorry, trying to be loud.
It's quite cinema.
Thank fuck.
So he will only take half of this.
That should honestly half of 5d10 with what he's.
Watch,
I love
watch,
this.
Yeah.
watch it roll a clean 50.
No.
15
Wow.
halved rounded down to 7.
Always rounding
Amazing.
down. Ooh.
I
Not
love how
only
the
did he
biggest
survive-
one hits the least.
Hey man,
Okay.
cinema.
Cinema.
Yeah.
You see him scream, and like at this point he screams to the point where the silver coin he ejects it out of his mouth while he's screaming.
I'm so glad
Okay.
you didn't say he swallowed it.
And
Yeah.
he eventually, after the agony that you watch, after seeing some of the links in the chain get bent to the point where they almost snap, he finally flops and rests back down on the bed. Heavy breathing.
When he
Go ahead.
when he screams and spits the coin out, Vaeri looks nervous and draws his dagger.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
he flops back down
And glances at the blacksmith.
on the bed. The blacksmith is already like reaching for his new dagger as well.
Mm.
since he passed on his thing, and I have a minute to go on his thing,
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask the blacksmith to help me do the quick repair action that my character has, where I take a minute to repair an item, and
Yep.
I repair the restraints that are holding him
I love
with
that. Yeah.
an assist from the blacksmith. Here,
Yeah.
help me with his chains.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to roll for him, so just go ahead and give yourself a +1 to that roll.
Yeah. Yeah, so just if you wouldn't mind rolling a crafts for me. Or wait, do I repair an item?
Or does it just happen?
1 minute to repair an item, so the repair task, I guess.
Yeah, that would be crafting.
Okay.
Crafting. Crafting. Is there perchance an aid check from the blacksmith?
I'm not going
Yeah,
to
it
roll
was a +1.
I'm just giving him a +1.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
Yeah.
+1. Come on, baby, show me big money.
Big money, big money.
That is going to be a 13 for a total of 28.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that does it.
Yeah, 28.
I would hope so.
Some chains. This is some crazy chains.
Yeah, no, you the two of you work very quickly to repair the chains.
Nice.
Like I said, he flops back down on his bed, breathing very heavy. And then everything, the procedure seems to end. He does not go through any more stages, and he just kind of like looks to you with human eyes.
You see, my friend, I told you you would be fine.
He kind of very breathlessly just, that was very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I lied. But the hope that things will not be as bad as they are can be a powerful tool.
The blacksmith kind of leaves his post and walks over to Samson at his bedside and just kind of looks him up and down and looks to the four of you, or looks to you, Ace, the doctor, and says, so is he cured? How do we know? How can we tell?
Watch this.
The moon rises shortly.
That is, you know what? Yeah, let's roll with that.
Cinematically, the moon starts to come from behind clouds. I love that idea.
That's I like that.
He says, I don't know if I'm comfortable waiting that long, and he takes the new dagger that he already has, and he just kind of does like a quick, light little slice across his arm.
A little nick.
A little nick, yeah. Samson just kind of goes, ow. Why did you do that?
What the hell, man?
Your eyes, they didn't change.
I just want to point out that when he does that, like, Might also does instinctively turn the gun to the blacksmith.
Whoa.
Just it can never be too careful.
He puts the dagger back in the sheath and says, "That is for sneaking behind my back, and also just to make sure that everything went as planned. Now, let's you and I have a chat." And he kind of walks back to the corner of the room that he was occupying, waiting for you guys to release his binds.
Yeah. Which we proceed to do.
Samson sits up, rubbing his wrists. And he finally stands and approaches the blacksmith. And the blacksmith looks like he's about to talk, but then turns to the four of you and goes, little privacy if you don't mind. I'm not going to kill him, promise.
I'll take the I'll take the lucky coin from the floor that he spat out, and I'll put it in his hand and say, Don't let this get mixed in with your other change.
You see,
Hold
Ace
on
Miles,
to
see,
that.
I told you, silver coin trick, never fail.
Sure. And then I'll leave out the shack.
Yep. Mine's gonna sheathe their gun and walk out. Ain't none of my business.
I'm out.
All right.
And as soon as I'm
Betty
out,
says,
I drop the disguise.
Betty
You
says,
have fun.
best of luck to you. Not everyone goes through that, and to the best of our knowledge, that is a permanent cure. So we are told. If you feel weird, you let someone know.
He just kind of does like another quick nod to the four of you as he turns his attention back to the blacksmith, and you see him like instantly kind of he feels like he's shrunken now that he's face to face again. So as the four of you leave the shack, you are starting down the trail and you see the blacksmith's daughter running up the trail.
You got to make a call out to stop it. Hey. He's fine. He's better than fine, actually.
He lived.
Took that shit like a champ.
He's okay.
Yes.
Sort of.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you
He's
so much.
alive.
I need to go
He's-
see him.
Well,
I would
he's talking
hold
with your
off.
father.
I absolutely need to go see him.
No, no. We got his word. Why am I doing the accent? We got his word.
I mean,
He will not kill him. He might hurt him. That much is true, but he will be fine.
I don't know. I think the lady's got a point. That man is crazy.
Well, I think maybe let her go in. They probably all three of them have a big discussion to have.
I think that is a private talk for now.
I think a man-to-man conversation like that is important. You should wait outside the shack. I'm sure it won't be particularly long. Just, he's fine. I know you want to see him, just to confirm for yourself, but I assure you, he is okay. And if I may, your father seemed to soften up a little bit.
Well, I'll take hope where I can get it, I guess. And she just kind of starts past you.
Now, I'm not saying this in character, but
Okay.
now about that reward.
Right?
She gets to the outside of the shack and hears them. It looks like she's like turning her attention to the window where he was standing, because that's where they're talking on the inside. And she goes to like step towards it, but then stops and then just kind of like puts her back to the wall and waits.
Yeah, good shit.
But yes, the four of you leave the wooded area where the shack is, and you make your way back into town.
Damn, bro, that went well.
Uncharacteristically well for us.
I was gonna say the nat 20 finish was.
That was poetic. Like that's
you
the
couldn't
second
have written
time.
it up
That's the
better
second
than
time
that.
in this campaign that a nat 20 has like came through when it needed
Clutched
to.
it, yeah.
Yep.
You can't write it better than that.
Absolutely not. All right, you guys. It's like I said. It's getting pretty close to sundown. You guys have anything you would like to do in town before you call it a night?
I guess I'll go see that alchemist if they're still in their place.
Yeah. They you enter. Is anybody going to go with Hadar?
Vaeri will go with.
I think
Mine's a
that's
little
right,
too busy
yeah.
contemplating life at the moment.
Too
Right, yeah,
busy
you experienced
contemplating
some
life.
weird miraculous
I
stuff
had,
just
I had a
now.
weird glowy hand.
Yeah.
Kind of wigged out about it a little bit.
Hey, we all went.
I'm
through
sure on the
puberty.
way
We
to
got glowy
town, I mean,
hand.
one of
It's-
us would have to mention it. Sorry.
I mean, look, you guys go. I'll mention it
Okay.
since I'm with him.
We will.
Sure.
We'll go with Hadar and Vaeri first. You guys kind of split off as you guys make your way into town. Hadar and Vaeri, you guys make your way to the apothecary shop, and you see that a lot of the inventory is off the shelves, and you see a bunch of crates that are sitting around, full of items. You see that the apothecary is kind of going back and forth. It looks like she's packing.
As we enter in,
Good
just
for her.
yeah, just kind of casually mention, are you leaving town?
Well, obviously, if there's a werewolf out here, then I'm not going to sit around and wait for it to kill me.
Yeah, it's a
There
wise
isn't one
move.
anymore.
What do you mean?
The boy lived.
He lived. Interesting.
Yeah. Turns out
shouldn't
you're
have.
Wolf's Bane.
He shouldn't have. Based.
I mean, your alchemy seemed to be on point.
Well, of course it is. It's not like I've spent most of my adult life learning this.
I'm a bit of an alchemist myself. We stem the tide of the poison with anti-venom and healing potions.
Interesting. And it didn't counteract the effects at all.
Yeah,
No?
who can say?
Seems I might have a new avenue of research ahead of me. So, thanks for that, I guess.
Do you, is that enough, would you say that is enough of a boon, that knowledge? Do you still require my services?
No, I would say not. You've given me a new path to consider in my off time, maybe pursuing some version of Wolfsbane that could counteract the pain without nullifying the effects completely. It's very interesting stuff.
I'd say it'd
didn't
be a
seem
worthy
pleasant.
avenue.
Oh, well, I was sure it
Yeah.
wouldn't be pleasant. Truth be told,
Although-
it would kill anybody lesser than whoever that was. You never did tell me who it was.
Oh, it was the stable hand.
I was literally out of character. I was literally going to be like, and I don't think I will.
Well, guess
But
what?
never
motherfucker?
mind.
She goes, "Oh, the stable boy. Oh, well,
The very
then-
large one.
Yeah, yes. No, then that makes total sense how he survived it then. It would certainly kill a lesser man.
That's a big boy.
Alchemy can only take you so far. The will to survive is powerful sometimes.
I would say so. He's built like a brick shithouse.
Brick shithouse is
Indeed.
such a good phrase.
Very nearly broke through the chains.
Not to be overly sentimental, but I think being in love may have had something to do with it. Connection to another person.
If you say so, jewelry stores only say that shit so they can sell more diamonds.
Based alchemist, based. Sorry.
I mean, because Hadar kind of is sort of like, yeah, sort of like tacitly agreeing, but like he's as someone who's seen the data, he's just like, well, we say that, but clearly it had an effect, kind of thing.
I guess it's not like I would know. I'm not interested in such pursuits.
Completely understandable. Well, I suppose the decision to stay or go is still yours. But
No.
if you need nothing else from me, I suppose we'll be on our way.
Well, perhaps I can delay leaving this portly town another while. They do need somebody to look after them, and their doctor is a bit of a... I should keep my tongue.
They have a doctor.
He's not a good one. Typically, when most of his patients see him, they come to me immediately afterwards. I could almost do his job for him. I'm just not licensed. She just shrugs.
I mean, if you're dying, who cares if there's a license, yes?
That's what I say.
The concept of a license in high fantasy.
That's funny.
Well, then
Well, I would imagine in some. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I would imagine some kind of scenario where it's like, it's either like the nobility or the wizards in the tower say like, yeah, this guy knows what he's talking about. It's just a piece of paper. It's just like, yeah, we looked him over. He seems to know what he's talking about.
They're legit.
Yeah, they just vouch for you essentially.
Yeah.
It's just a piece of paper that says good enough.
Good enough. Yeah.
But in
Probably
magical
won't
shiny
die.
letters, so you know it's magic.
Checks out.
Yeah, exactly. Checks out.
She says, "Oh,
Well,
then I guess I'll start unpacking again, just as I was about to finish. But yes, if you have no other need for me, I will get right back to that."
Thank you again. You may have saved the town as well. So, thank you.
Oh, I couldn't give a damn if this town caught fire tomorrow morning.
No,
She
we
just
would've
kind of
burned
turns
down.
her
After
attention
all, you're
away from
staying
you
here.
and just starts packing again.
Yeah. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah. We'll take our leave.
right as Vaeri's about to step out the door, he stops for a second and kind of leans back and says, "Well, at least you know someone tough enough to be a research subject now." And then walks out the door.
Wow.
Before you can take your attention away from her, you see her like just kind of like look up in like sudden realization.
That poor bastard.
That's funny. That poor guy.
And then you see like a small smirk grow.
He just tanked Wolfsbane. And now you do this to him.
Well, I mean, hopefully it's like consensual. Like she's like, obviously you're very strong. I'll like pay you or whatever. You know, like
That's very hopeful.
yeah, it's
Maybe
very
what,
hopeful.
like-
I know.
20 GP?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's the last one. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
So you guys
Just
leave.
blocked what kind of person she is.
Now, to be fair, now we only used 2 of the potions, so we still have 2 potions left for us, and we got a bunch of anti-venom. So you know, if somebody's trying to poison us, I guess we're in good shape.
That's fair. That's fair. I got terrible fortitude saves, so I'm
There you
gonna
go, yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
But the two of you do leave the apothecary.
Yay.
Now let's catch back up with Ace and Mai, who at the same time were walking back to the Violet Pony.
So you see Ace kind of starting to formulate words, but not really knowing how to ask the question. And he kind of ends up with, "So, Sparkles."
With that, Mai holds up their hand. Before you say anything else, before any other words come out of that mouth of yours, no, I have no clue what the fuck that was. Next question.
Right. Next question. Can you do it again?
I have no clue.
You don't know much, do you? All right. Well, I can't really ask questions you don't know the answers to, so, good work.
Look, it's just the first time that something like that's happened. Granted, to be fair, that's the first time that I've ever given any sort of fuck about some other person, but that's besides the point and probably why it hasn't happened up until this point.
That's depressing and hilarious.
That's life.
Ain't it, though?
All right.
Hey.
So the two of you do eventually make your way back to the Violet Pony, and shortly afterwards, Viri and Hadar also make their way in. As you guys enter into the Violet Pony, you are immediately stopped by Branson, and he goes, is it true? You guys saved him?
Nah,
Word travels
nah,
fast
he-
in a small town.
he did all the work, really.
How is it that word travels this fast, but nobody knew there was a goddamn werewolf here to begin with?
Well, I knew there was a werewolf. He was my fucking brother.
Well, okay, but I'm talking
Whoa,
about the other
whoa,
dimwits
whoa.
in this town, okay?
Well, I don't know how it went. I wasn't there. I was asking.
Yeah, but somehow you heard about it, so
I
that's
didn't
what I'm
hear
asking.
anything. I was asking because you guys are back.
He's fine.
Oh,
He's fine. Well, I don't know. He's with the blacksmith. So he
Might as well-
was fine when we left.
Oh, that's.
I'm sure he will be fine.
If you say so, he can handle himself. I think he'll be fine against him.
Boy.
Anyway, thank you for this. The rest of your nights and your meals while you're still here are free. Thank you.
It was the right thing to do. But you're welcome.
He kind of just nods and starts to walk back towards the bar room area and continue his cleaning.
My was about to box that nerd.
Why?
He was getting snippy.
Oh, come on.
Wait, someone's gonna get snippy one of these days, and mine's just gonna say quick draw.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so you guys have the rest of the night to yourselves. Is there anything you would like to do before bed?
I don't know. I think sleep sounds great right about now.
Yeah, we've had a long night.
Yeah, that one's rough.
Yeah. Nothing else today.
Okay.
Pick up our travels tomorrow.
Yeah. Hadar catches up on the maintenance he didn't get to do yesterday. Cleaning, repairing, taking care of
Oh,
things,
man.
as per
The
usual.
small sword looks very knife-like now.
God damn it.
The small sword looks...
Sorry.
That's a fancy knife you got there.
All right.
Just file it down, like take a couple inches off the top, and it's like, oh yeah, it's a knife.
My sword. That's fine.
So yeah, if there's nothing else that you guys want to do before bed, then you guys go to your separate rooms, your rooms, and you guys fall asleep.
Long
Woo.
rest.
My,
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
you have
Hello.
a dream.
Oh.
That one day. No, sorry.
You
I can't help myself. I'm nervous.
You are standing in a black space. There's nothing
What the
around
hell?
you except for a door.
Okay. This isn't the inn. Mine's just gonna like slowly walk up to the door.
The door looks old. It looks deteriorated. It looks like a stiff breeze could knock it over. The handle on it has rusted and worn.
The instinct is to open it, but then I thought of something funnier. Mine knocks on the door. Hello?
You knock on the door and it echoes all around you. Despite this space being completely empty and completely devoid of really anything except for this door, it echoes like you were in a cathedral.
Right. Well, that's terrifying. Ah, to hell with it. Mine just opens the door, or goes to open the door.
You open the door, and on the other side, you see what looks like an old hallway. There is a simple red carpet runner going down the length of the hallway, and you can't determine how long the hallway is. It just seems to go on. And you see that there are what looks like paintings up on the wall on either side. Just there would be like 2, maybe 5 feet away from you, and then another 10 feet down, there's another pair on mirror sides.
Can I just like walk up and look at one of them?
You walk up and look at one, and you see a painting of the scenery inside of the shack that you guys were just in. And as you look at it, you see the picture begin to move. It is basically playing a short loop of Hadar administering the anti-venom.
Okay. What about the other one?
You look across the hallway to that one, and it is the night. It was the night that you guys first caught the blacksmith's daughter trying to sneak out of town, and it's just kind of playing that loop of you and Ace standing there talking to her.
Okay, so is it from a third person perspective, like I'm seeing me and Ace, or am I like seeing this from a first person?
You're seeing this from a first person point of view.
Okay, gotcha. So I'm seeing this from my point of view.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll just walk the 10 feet to the next 2 set of pictures then.
Yeah. You basically continue this process down the hallway. You see scenes of you guys first arriving in town, and then the road leading from that town as you were walking by yourself up to the cart that contained Vaeri and Ace and Hadar. There's another picture of Ace actually jumping out of the cart and decking you that just kind of plays in a short loop. And as you go on, it goes back a little bit further, your first couple nights in this town, and it goes back further to where you are just walking from one town to the next, one town to the next, one town to the next. And then you get to a frame and it's blank. And as you look down the rest of the hallway, the rest of the frames are blank. You surmise that anything that happened prior to a few months ago is empty.
Okay.
And
if I think about that period of time, can I still recall memories from then, or
no?
Oh. Could I before, or?
You never thought to think about it.
Shit.
This is the first time you've had this dream.
All right. I just looks just up and around, just kind of calls out, "I'd like to wake up now. This is kind of disturbing."
And as you begin talking, the hallway begins to rumble.
Oh, fuck.
And
okay,
the walls and the ceiling begin to push towards each other.
Oh god.
As the space closes in slowly and slowly around you.
Can I make a beeline for the door?
You begin to make a beeline for the door, and the door doesn't come any closer as you run down the hallway towards it.
Shit.
Bastard door.
And eventually it gets to the point where you can't stand up straight in this room, and so you're kneeling and running. And as it gets closed even more, and you eventually have to resort to crawling, and eventually the walls and the ceiling and the floor all snap down on you, and then you wake up.
Well,
and it is
that's
morning.
horrifying.
Well, I wake up shouting in a cold sweat.
Oh! I hear the shouts. I kind of do the, when you drop a cucumber in front of a cat? and they do this.
That is the best
No, I-
analogy you could have thrown right there.
I sort of jump out of bed into like an immediate fighting stance. Like, what's wrong? Why yelling? What?
This man went full on yoinky sploinky.
You all right?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, it's.
Bad dream.
I see that. That a common thing for you?
Not like that.
Fair enough. Let's say we go get you some water.
Yeah. Yeah. It's about time to get up anyway, right?
Maybe Vaeri could tell you something about it with the cards. It's not my area.
Well, I'm not much into that mumbo jumbo, but I might as well.
Nor I, but when you got no other options.
Yeah. What am I gonna do? Turn to faith?
All right, let's go.
All right. But yes, it is morning. The rest of you wake up. You make your way down to the bar room, and Hanson comes out and delivers upon you without even asking this large spread for breakfast.
Oh, let's go.
And he says, "Yeah, it's like the least I can do for, saving my brother and shit. So yeah,
Thank
if
you.
you like I guess if you need anything else, holler for me, but I don't think you will.
Yeah, did yourself.
I think you guys will be set, honestly."
Yeah, I kind of went all out.
He just kind of narrows his eyes at you.
Thanks for breakfast, dude.
Wow. Holy shit.
He does the thing like where he like holds a finger up like he's about to say something, and then he just kind of stops and then just turns around and walks back to the kitchen.
We
That's
saved
so
his brother.
silly.
He can't talk shit.
Damn.
Hey, Ace, next time he comes around, call him Crush.
All right, I got you.
Anyway, time to eat.
Do you? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go.
I was gonna say, do you happen to recall your dream?
Well, much more vividly than I'd like.
Yeah. And
You ever been crushed between two walls of stone?
No, I gotta tell you, that one's not not in my common to-do list.
Right. Me neither.
But in the dream, you were crushed by walls of stone.
Well, it's a little bit more complicated than that.
Okay.
Are we all together at this point? Or...
Yeah.
We should convene if we're not.
Yeah.
All right. Well, mine just kind of like recounts as many details as possible from the dream itself, giving like kind of giving eye contact to everybody as they're telling it, but mostly directing that eye contact towards Vaeri, just in case something pops in mind or whatever. So, yeah.
Vaeri scoops up the cards as you sit down. Who is reading?
So when
What was that?
Oh hell. Maya again recounts the entire dream.
From the top, baby.
From the top. And then I got crushed by the walls and woke up in a cold sweat.
Huh.
That's what I said.
So you're claustrophobic.
Well, I wasn't until now, I guess.
Oh, Raikoi, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you, bud.
Let's go!
Woo!
Welcome in, Raiders. If you're new here, I'm Gil Swamp Guy. I run tabletop games Saturday nights. You found yourself in the middle of one. This is my Pathfinder campaign here with Kobold, Vori, Ace, Glurnk, Dawnmakuu, and TVHEADD.
And I had a bad dream.
And Mai has had a bad dream.
Hadar's only reaction to Mai's dream is just looking visibly uncomfortable, but like when you say like, have you ever been crushed between two walls? Like Hadar doesn't have like vocal cords in the traditional sense, so doesn't do those sort of like like clearing throat kind of things, but like he does like I guess whatever the equivalent of for an automaton would be, but just like seeming kind of uncomfortable.
Just a
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a question for the cards? I can see if they say anything.
I mean, sure, I suppose. I don't know how all that works, but what do I need to do?
What do you want? What do you want to ask?
The hell was that? If you
I
want
mean,
something
about
more,
it.
if you want something more specific, is it it can't be a coincidence that my that fancy hand glowing trick I did last night, and then the dream right after. So maybe if there's a connection between those two, or what the hell that could mean.
Okay, we will go with you wish wisdom about what is going on.
Yeah, sure.
Just a wow,
Uh,
wow, buddy, your question sucks. We'll go with this one.
Oh brother, this guy stinks.
Real.
The biggest card is in the past. That is the empty throne. The ghost of the throne signifies those who are gone will always be with us and have taught us lessons if we listen to them. So in the past, there are things that you can call on that you know of. Maybe you don't know, but they are there, and you know, and you can call on them, and they will teach you things.
That's helpful.
Present is the trumpet, its power. A force that wades in without hesitation. Can grant everything or nothing, but it is action and power. And much for the future. The paladin, again, does not back down, stays the course, knows what is right, even if there is a cost. The unicorn offers what the subject seeks. And the caution, the vision, it is knowledge. But the knowledge can take a toll. It can be someone who has glimpsed things but is no longer able to describe them, or the knowledge has twisted their mind. So maybe a caution.
All right. So to sum it up in terms that I can understand, basically what you're telling me is that your little fancy cards are saying that I have some weird thing, like a power that stems from my past that I don't remember, but I can call upon it, and that I need to be cautious about looking for answers for it in the future.
Because you might not like the answers you get.
You could say that it is a power. It is a power that strides forth, presents itself, takes charge, and will stand regardless of the risks. But the knowledge that comes with it maybe will be a detriment to you sometimes.
Well, it certainly is a detriment to me now.
I don't know, man. You got magic hands.
I mean, sure, but 1, I don't know how I did it. 2, I don't know how to do it again. 3, I don't know where it's coming from, because 4, I don't remember anything from the past from further than a couple months ago. You would think I
Right.
would have thought about that sooner.
Right. No. Yeah. Well.
Like, I don't
Yeah,
remember a
sometimes
childhood. I
the
don't remember.
moment. Sometimes a moment distracts us, and we do not do the right things in the moment.
If it makes you feel better, I ain't got anything prior to 2 years ago.
Well, I guess it's comforting to know I'm not alone in my lack of past knowledge or whatever. Well, shit. I guess I'll find out if I have more of them crazy dumb dreams or something.
Yeah.
For now,
Uh,
I guess I'll just say fuck it and we just keep going. We got a job to do, right?
It's really
can
our
I
only
do
option.
like a knowledge check to like like recall if what I saw them do was divine in nature?
A
Yeah.
religion check?
That would be religion, I would say, though.
I don't know if I have religion.
You don't. You're doing
I
a
don't.
flat check.
I'll do a flat check. Why not? If anyone else has religion, they might be able to be like, "Oh, that seemed to be divine somehow."
I got a whole +2 untrained.
I've got all the other things, so I could tell you, I could roll well and tell you it wasn't the other ones.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Present the question, then we all roll religion and see if something sticks.
Oh. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't have religion, so I was just trying to figure out. What I guess I could just say out loud. Hadar could just say like, I wonder if it was divine somehow in nature.
I apologize. Did I miss something?
Nope.
Am I rolling religion?
If you want
Yes.
to.
Can if you want to.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Well, for Hadar, I mean.
Yeah. Flat check.
That's going to be a flat 15.
Okay.
I think that alone is enough to tell you that this does seem divine adjacent. Like you're not you're not 100% set in stone certain, but it's when all else fails, this seems to be the most likely case.
Could be divine. It could be divine, but it's
yeah.
There's so many different types of divine.
Right. So
right.
Okay, so Hadar phrases it this way. He says, I've seen many paladins in many battles do a similar thing to help their comrades. It could be divine in nature. However, the gods, they seem to be strange and unknowable until they want to be. So this thing, whatever it is, if it wants its presence to be known, at some point it will reveal itself to you.
The faithless cowboy. Forced into divine power.
That does me a whole lick of good.
Yeah.
No answers. Strange power from possibly some random god, good or bad. The fuck am I supposed to do with that?
I mean, very rarely people have had such belief in themselves that they can manifest similar things, but I've never personally witnessed it myself. I've only ever heard very vague rumors.
Well,
Could
mean,
this be that? I have no idea.
I wouldn't say I have belief in myself. I trust my abilities, I suppose, but I don't think I'm some I don't know. I don't think I'm all high and mighty.
That's not what it looked like the other day. Revolver ocelot.
Listen. Okay. One, it did the job. We got some money out of it. Two, it was a perfect distraction for you, might I add. And three, you gotta admit it looked cool. Like, come on.
Oh, it was sick.
I totally thought you were gonna be. And three, shut up.
And three, shut up though.
How about shut up?
And three, third thing.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you guys do from here?
Contemplate my existence in the universe.
Well, I assume you just do
Hadar
that
remarks,
anyway.
Right.
I usually tend to
Hadar
ignore that.
remarks-
It causes existential thoughts.
Valid.
Yeah. Hadar remarks about the stable guy. I guess he was not a card person. I guess he was not meant to die. I don't know how these things work.
Yeah. Well, if he died, we would know, but that usually happens when they die.
Did you check the deck?
No. I'll open it up and flick through it real quick and see if there are any new faces.
There is.
Oh,
Whoa!
There is a new face.
dun dun
Which card?
dun.
Which card is it?
Strength.
Yo.
You see depicted, instead of the typical woman holding the lion's jaws, you see the blacksmith's daughter holding the jaws of a werewolf.
But like lovingly in their hands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, shit.
This is encouraging.
Certainly beats having to have people die.
Vaeri's eyebrows do go up. Huh.
This means that they do not have to die to complete the deck. Just their story has to be completed.
Or something. But yes, it does change my plans for the rest of the day.
That does change things quite a bit.
Mike kind of leans over to Ace and just whispers, I still don't understand what's going on.
Me neither. Just roll with it. Pretend you know what you're talking about.
We need the cards to go home.
Do we? Do we know that?
It's our best guess.
Touche.
We think so. We think they are related to the.
They have to be.
Almost certainly. If the other things are based around these suits, then this must be something.
So what about those fancy magical items y'all are looking for?
Those are
Yes,
a part of
those
it
are
too.
based around the suits in this deck, or the deck of their world. There.
Ah.
That's why we think they are linked.
So, yeah, I don't know. Is this? I'm like, are we out of character? I'm thinking, is this it? Are we doing anything else?
You mean for this town?
Yeah, I guess the next step, in character, I guess Hadar would be like, I suppose the next step is the mountains. Then we'll have to resupply and make sure we have everything we need before we go.
Yeah, I mean, no reason to stick around longer than need be.
Hit the market. Head towards. Gil was called on the way to the mountains, or just somewhere else nearby.
What is it?
A city named Kald, Kald.
Let me open up the Arorynn map. You guys are in Ilragorn.
Okay, it's way down there. Got it.
Yeah, we're supposed to be going to the Gigru Peaks, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where it is said that the Everdisk is currently located.
So our next step is roll Gigru. Right?
And there's some sort of cult leader there?
The
war priestess. War priestess.
Yep, the orc war priestess who is rumored to have possession of the Everdisk. As far as your other leads, towards finding out anything about the suits, there is the fortune teller in the Restless Marsh. There was something about Tower Town, I remember. There was another one in Acredo, which is like the gambling capital of the nation.
Yeah.
And then there was the moving fortress in the Fields of Rust.
Do not want to go there.
And if I'm missing any, let me know.
I think those are the ones I remember.
I'll leave the getting of any kinds of rewards or talking to people about that to the rest of you. I'm going to get supplies for trip.
Yeah, my plan was to hit the market today. And then prepare to hit the road.
Yeah, I'm basically, mine's just basically ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, you guys go about your shopping, your resupplying, unless there's anything specific, to just kind of like resupply like your rations and whatever have you. I'm gonna say that it's just a flat cost of 10 gold to get you guys back up to like full on pretty much everything.
Okay.
Each or total?
Total.
So yeah, if you want to take, I was gonna say if you want to take like 3 gold out of my, saying, ace, I'll pitch that towards supplies for everyone.
I mean, this is party supply. I mean, 10 gold can go from the party supply.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. We have the. I forget we contribute to that.
Yep.
I'm gonna take 2 gold out and put it in the party supply just for this.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Just to contribute.
Do that. Take 3 gold from me and put in party supply, if you don't mind.
Okay, so we're spending 10. 2's coming from my, 3's coming from Hadar. 5 out of party.
There you go. Perfect.
Okay.
And then if you want to talk to, did they offer a reward? I didn't know. You
Nobody
had
has
mentioned
offered
earlier.
a reward.
Okay.
Okay, so then, Dawn, if you want to take 2 off of you, I'll take 3 off of,
Yep.
Hadar.
Yeah.
All right. Any last minute business before you guys roll out?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not that I can think of now.
All right. You guys fetch Ren from the stables. Oddly enough, Samson isn't at the stables when you guys go to fetch Ren in your cart.
Maybe we should pass by the blacksmith on the way out just to make sure.
Wouldn't hurt to check.
Probably took a day off.
Yeah, all right.
I wouldn't blame him.
So you guys pack up your stuff into the wagon. You hitch Ren back up to it, and you guys start to roll out of town. As you get close to the blacksmith shop, you actually see the blacksmith and his daughter and Samson running towards you.
All right.
Oh, so he did let him live.
I'll slow
I
down
didn't do
for him.
As you guys slow to a stop, the daughter comes forward and says, we wanted to show you our appreciation for what you've done. Things are going to be different, obviously for the better, but we're very grateful for everything that you didn't have to do. And then Samson kind of steps forward and takes the blacksmith's daughter by the hand and says, yes, in fact, I was given his blessing.
Well,
And-
I'll be damned, buddy.
and you-
Let
Hot
me ask.
damn.
You see the blacksmith who is kind of putting up a stern front, but then like looks to the four of you and lets a smile show through.
He's a big softy.
I just realized too, the blacksmith's daughter's also dwarvish too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just this gigantic dude and then this really small.
I'm not saying fetish, but
Stop.
She is half dwarvish.
Oh, half. Okay, yeah. Just shorty.
The blacksmith actually comes through and makes his way around them, and I guess which of you guys is driving the cart?
That would probably be Ace, I think. I
think
think.
me?
I don't know.
Either
Oh,
that
or me. I mean, I'm usually in the back, like crafting
used-
and stuff.
it used to be soulless.
Right.
Did
It's
did
not
Mai
gonna be
just kinda
Mai.
fill in that role? Why not?
If you
I
want.
mean, he is a cowboy, to be fair.
It's not like Mai hasn't handled horses before.
Yeah. It's just
kind of-
yeah. I just didn't know how people felt about that because you're new, out of character.
You
But
know,
like,
Right.
I could see that being fair. Sure, I'll drive for now, and we'll get that situated later.
Okay.
yeah,
I mean, as much driving as needs to be. We take, hey, Red, we want to go that way.
you're right,
Yeah.
exactly. Usually Ren just does it.
Yeah. So then, yeah, Ace, the blacksmith will approach you, and he hands up a small sack and says, it ain't a whole lot, but it's what I could scrounge up. Again, just to show you appreciation for helping the boy, I reckon, and all that. He just kind of like continues to put on his like stern facade.
Ace just kind of offers him a smile and says, "Thank you for this. I know this endeavor has been quite hard on you as well."
He ain't kidding. And he just kind of turns heel and just starts walking back toward the blacksmith shop.
I want to investigate the pouch.
Yeah, you're just gonna do it right there in front of Samson and the daughter? Is they're still there?
Fuck 'em. No, okay. I figured they'd approach. Sorry.
We wave and tell them good luck.
Yeah,
They
that's fair.
wave back. Samson says, "Well, if you ever need a place to stay on your travels, know that the Violet Pony will always be welcome to have you."
Thank you. We may need it on our travels back.
Word of advice. Be real careful about what you agree to with that apothecary.
What do you mean?
Don't worry about it. Gotta go.
Alright,
No.
and with that, you guys set off. You make your way to the edge of town, and
All
you
right,
see
now that I'm
the-
not being rude, I'm
Mhm.
investigating the pouch.
Yeah, inside the pouch is 50 gold
Yeah.
Nice.
and
Nice.
5 blank runestones.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Nice. Okay,
Those will come in
so
handy.
let's make this easy. Everybody add 10 to your sheet. Hadar, I'll add 10 to yours.
Uh-huh. And then
I'll
the
put 10
fifth
in
man.
supply. Yeah.
Yep. The fifth man and the kitty. The kitty is the voluntary one.
But yeah, you guys get to the edge of town. You see the road stretching before you, and in the distance on the horizon, you see the Gigru Peaks, your next destination.
Yes, sir.
And as you guys make your way towards what could potentially be the first of the four suits, is where we will end our session.
Let's go. Exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Great
Oh, man,
session,
that was-
guys.
That was
Absolutely.
thrilling, I have to say, because like I was dead set on like we don't have to kill him. So it was nice to be vindicated on that.
I got to be a goofy doctor. I'm set.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And I gave my nightmares.
Yeah, there's a distinct
That's
possibility
true,
you might have
literally.
religious trauma.
Yeah.
Right.
Vaeri almost arranged his death anyway.
That is true. That is true.
For
Fair
that,
enough,
you guys need XP before we end this whole thing, before everybody gets out of the thing. How does for
1,000?
curing 1,000 sure for curing lycanthropy and saving a town from a werewolf issue without killing them? How does 200 XP sound?
Wow.
Hey,
That sounds great.
I'll take it. We take those.
Right on. All right.
Holy shit. Did we just get through a town with the best case scenario outcome?
I think you did.
What?
Somehow.
Pretty much.
Look at that.
We start the next session and Gil says, I don't know, the town explodes randomly. And everybody dies.
Right.
Oh, thanks.
And all it cost was 20 gold. Value.
Still killed a man.
Do you guys think I would do something so cruel?
Yes.
Yes.
No hesitation.
There was no faith in me. All right, I see how
Wowie
it is.
zowie.
No, we have faith in you.
To do
Just-
exactly that.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
All right. Well, like I said, part 16 we'll pick back up on the 14th. I think we agreed.
Nice.
yeah.
Nice and soon. I like that.
Nice and soon.
Yes.
Nice and soon. So we will see what the Gigru Peaks hold for our heroes. But for tonight, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you to my players for enduring another session of wild weirdness.
Thank you.
We'll just go down the table, and if you want to shout something out, do the things. Kobold Vori.
Hey, I'm Kobold Vori. I'm mostly on this stream and occasionally pop into other people's, but that's about all I've got going on right now because I'm doing a lot of stuff in Meat Space. So
Good old meat
watch these
space.
people come join Project Open Table.
Yes.
Yeah, fair. Absolutely.
Ace Glurnk.
I don't think I got anything to shout out. Taking a little bit of a break, getting my shit situated. But we're doing.
We be doing. Dawnmakuu.
I don't have really anything fancy going on. I started college, so that's been
Let's
keeping me
go.
not really busy, but it's kind of swapped around
It's a
stuff
lot.
a little bit. And not yet. It's fucking dumbass boom boom classes right now. So I'm coasting through, but it's just timing and is all. But eventually, once I start actually getting into the IT cybersecurity stuff, my brain's gonna explode. For now, I'm just doing the normal, just streaming and stuff, and doing a fantastic job at being unemployed. So, yeah.
And Dawn, where can people find you doing your streamy stuff?
Oh, it's on Twitch, Dawnmakuu, Dawnmakuu.
Just kidding.
Basically
You guys
everywhere.
should be able to click on their names in the stream title and
say,
go follow
it's
them
in the title.
immediately.
How dare you use me as a guinea pig?
Ha 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 ha. And finally, last but not least, TV Head, give us your line.
Remember, kids, buy local, steal corporate.
Very good, very good. Let us look for our raid target. It is that time to do the raidy bits. But yeah, next Saturday is going to be the Scum and Villainy one-shot for Grid, our October event winner. And then on the 7th, we'll pick up with part 5 of Blades in the Dark. And then that following Saturday on the 14th will be part 16 of this. All
Nice.
times 8 p.m. Eastern. If you're not in Project Open Table yet, what are you doing? Come join us.
Living a sad, miserable, lonely, pathetic life.
Especially if you want to get in.
Whoa.
Oh, Jesus, I was going to say that, but. But if you would like to play more tabletop games, if you'd like to run more tabletop games, or if you just want to hang out with a bunch of nerds, come join Project Open Table. We have a lot of fun. We've got a lot of games going that are looking for players right now, actually. Let me take a quick look at that while I'm still searching for my raid target, because I know a few people have posted. Looks like Incenda, have they? No. Actually, tonight might be the last night to submit interest if you'd like to be in a Kane one-shot, which is like Monster of the Week, but everybody's an exorcist.
That's funny.
It is. It looks like Grimcat is going to be starting a Root RPG campaign. So if you like to be a little woodland vagabond trying to overthrow tyranny, maybe go check on that.
Root was great. That was fun.
Root was a lot of fun. And if you're looking for something a little bit more on the creepy side, especially if you're a fan of the SCP stuff, Cubix is looking to start a SCP 2nd edition campaign at the beginning of next year. All of those are still looking for players, and just because it looks like that there is enough people interested to start the game, I always recommend to show interest anyway and click the little react button so they know that you're interested. Because you never really know if
Things change.
Yeah, things change.
There might be a cancellation, or
Might be a cancellation. They might just be looking for somebody that they haven't ran a game before yet. So always, if you're interested, always sign up regardless of how many other people have. That's kind of always my big tip. But yes, let's see. Who do I want to raid? I think a pretty good raid target would be my boy Wild Burke, who is currently playing Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 with some friends.
there you go.
They are a great fella. In my short-lived Chrono Core campaign, they were one of my players, and they are one of the funniest fucking dudes I know. Incredibly smart. By all means, whenever we get over there and raid them, let them know the Swamp Dad sent you. Drop them a follow because they deserve it. Other than that, I'm gonna say goodnight. Anybody else say goodnight?
Good night.
Nice.
Good night. See y'all
No.
next time.
Yep, see you guys next time. Have a good one. And we have raided with a party of 14. Christ.
Hell yeah.
Both up. Just give me
Good
one second.
shit.